You're listening to KOZQ, Waynesville, St. Robert, Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. It's Waynesville Tiger Baseball on 102.3 FM. Join us this spring as the Tigers march through the season. Our games are brought to you by Air Serve Heating and Air, the Marys County Bank, Mailbox It, Lowe's Chevrolet, Memorial Chapels and Crematory of Waynesville, St. Robert, Ed Morris Ford, your shelter insurance agents, Dave Holiday in Richland and John Gregory in Crocker, the Bank of Crocker, St. Robert Auto Supply, Phelps Health, the Bank of Iberia, and the Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company. Let's play ball with your Waynesville Tigers.
And a very good afternoon or evening to you and yours here at Wayne Bandy Ballpark in Waynesville for today's Senior Night contest, our last regular season Waynesville game, and our last Waynesville broadcast as the Tigers take on the Owensville Dutchman. Connor Harbin here with you today, Z102.3. This is our last Waynesville broadcast of the 2023 season, as we will have for you coming up after this Class 2 District 9 baseball. So do keep that in mind, but Waynesville going to try to finish up their season with a win here today, and it is certainly possible that they find a win over Owensville. Of course, Waynesville 2-20 coming into this game. Meanwhile, the Dutchman, they enter this contest with a record of 4-18. A bit of a cross-class matchup, Waynesville Class 6 and Owensville Class 4. And so we'll see how things shake out here today. Of course, you might notice we're on a little bit later than we had originally planned. Of course, with some weather moving on into the area, still have the possibility of a little bit of weather. This game has been pushed back to around, 5:15 or somewhere thereabouts. Of course, celebrating senior night here at the moment, so kind of a flexible start time in this one, but we're going to have to kind of wait and see what the weather does. As we know, or as we kind of found out, it started to rain a little bit about 20 minutes or so ago, or maybe about 30, 40 minutes ago. Time kind of moves randomly around here, but either way, we're going to see how it goes. We really are going to see how it goes. I looked at the radar. Looks like we might get a little bit more, but we're not going to really worry about it until it happens. We got baseball to be had, and of course, Waynesville going to look to have themselves a good senior night. Going to be a lot of seniors in the lineup as well. We got a little bit of a different looking lineup than what we saw earlier in the week on Monday. Of course, Waynesville coming off of a loss to Licking, a game that Waynesville ultimately played pretty well in. Of course, they didn't make a whole lot of mistakes. They simply just got beat by better hitting, better pitching on that day. So we'll see if Waynesville can really kind of keep that, can play a clean ball game, and do what you need to do to overcome Owensville. And again, pick up a win heading on into their own district play next week. We know that district matchup, but first, let's go ahead and take ourselves a little bit of a break. I need to go ahead and take a break here. Like I said, we should actually be going here. Actually, you know what? Coaches are meeting at home plate, so let's not take a break here. Let's go ahead and do your starting lineup. So we'll have plenty of time to talk about districts and the whatnot as we take a look here at your Waynesville starting lineup today. Batting leadoff, that's going to be the center fielder in Zach Emperado. Batting second, that'll be your third baseman in Luke Vore. Vore getting the start today at third base. Batting third, that'll be your pitcher. That'll be Peyton Breeden. Of course, another senior getting the call here today. Batting cleanup, that'll be the second baseman, Creed Jones, usually an outfielder, coming into the infield for this one. Batting fifth, the catcher, David Vernon. Batting sixth is your shortstop in Eli Vore. Batting seventh, the right fielder, Colton Schultz in the lineup here today. He is a senior. Batting eighth will be another senior in first baseman, Ryan Henderson. And then batting ninth, another senior in Aiden Stearns. So, Waynesville again, 2-20 on the season, but we'll see if that lineup can get it done here today. Again, Peyton Breeden, he'll be on the mound for another start. Now the lineup here for the Owensville Dutchman. Again, 4-18 on the campaign. Batting leadoff for them, that'll be their center fielder in Landon Eli. Batting third will be the third baseman in Will Louth. Batting third, the right fielder in Wyatt Cram. Batting cleanup will be your designated hitter, Austin Long. Batting fifth, the catcher, Chris Allen. Batting sixth, the shortstop, Zayden Gates. Batting seventh, your first baseman in Chase Wyrich. Batting eighth will be the left fielder, J.J. Brown. And then finally batting ninth, that's your second baseman in Logan Kleekamp. So, we'll see how Waynesville does. Again, Emperado, Vore, Breeden, Jones, Vernon, Vore, Schultz, Henderson, and Stearns. Owensville, Eli, Louth, Cram, Long, Allen, Gates, Wyrich, Brown, and Kleekamp. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and take ourselves a break. We'll come back after the national anthem, and we'll have first pitch here in this one under a cloudy sky here in Waynesville, wrapping up the regular season. You're listening to Tigers Baseball, Z102.3.
turn on the heat. Call AirServe Heating and Air in West Waynesville and get your existing system checked and serviced. If it's time to step up and get a new system, the Luxair high-performance heating and air equipment is top of the line. Luxair sets the standard year in and year out with new features and innovations in the industry and has since 1954. Your Luxair system is just a phone call away at AirServe Heating and Air at 433-3613 or stop by the office on Historic Route 66 in West Waynesville and ask about the Luxair Advantage. Napa Premium Performance Motor Oil is just $3.99 a quart or $17.99 for the 5-quart jug this month at your Napa Parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply. Save 25% on Royal Purple High Performance Motor Oil. Get a $10 rebate to redeem online. Get a 5-quart jug of Royal Purple and receive a Max Clean Fuel System Cleaner free. Rain-X 2-in-1 Glass Cleaner and Rain Repellent, $5.99. Ask about their specials on Avalanche Refrigerant. Lawnmower and marine batteries are in stock too at your Napa Parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply off Missouri Avenue in St. Robert, and get the good stuff 7 days a week.
Mountain Dew Zero Sugar asks, ever wonder what it would be like to live in an alternate universe? One where everything seems to work just the opposite of the way you'd expect? Well, friends, welcome to the alternate universe of Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. The taste is nothing less than outrageously delicious. And Mountain Dew Zero Sugar comes in awesomely exhilarating flavors like Original Dew Zero Sugar, Mountain Dew Spark Zero Sugar, and Mountain Dew Major Melon Zero Sugar. Try the incredible flavors of Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. Zero Sugar, all dew.
When the chaos is over and the dust settles, it's a relief to see that big old tree you've always loved still there, unharmed and confident. Confidence that brings about trust and comfort from a full-service bank right here in your own community. Your one stop for savings, checking, home equity and auto loans, and CDs and money markets. That's your protection from the storm.
The Bank of Iberia in 2 locations, Iberia and Waynesville. Come on in to the Bank of Iberia.
Ever think about living to be 100 years old? Well, maybe you will. Hello, this is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. Making plans and being prepared for events in our lives is the right thing to do. At Memorial Chapels, we offer many choices in funeral planning, and we're always available to discuss options regarding how best to fund those choices. Because when it comes to important events in life, you really need to get prepared.
Mailbox It in St. Robert is now your complete shipping headquarters. Mailbox It is a UPS authorized shipping agent. They can ship your package UPS, accept UPS drop-offs, and can accept UPS returns with a shipping label. Add FedEx and the United States Postal Service, and why go anywhere else? Mailbox It is the go-to resource for packing, shipping, printing, and business service needs. Mailbox It is a copy, print, and document service center. They can even print your photos and canvases. Mailbox It, 213 Suite 3, St. Robert Boulevard. As the years go by, everything gets older, even the new seeds just planted. Getting older means getting wiser. And in the banking business, that means keeping up with the times. For 112 years, the Bank of Crocker has met the needs of the Fort Wood area and exceeded those needs with the most modern banking services available. With Android and Apple mobile banking apps, and at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is a click away no matter where you are. Personal hometown service, however, has not changed. That's one thing that's stayed the same as the Bank of Crocker turns 112. The Bank of Crocker, with 4 locations in Crocker, Richland, Waynesville, and St. Robert. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Hey folks, Mike Freeman with Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert, where you'll always get more. With one of the largest pre-owned inventories in the area, you'll get more selection. With a friendly professional sales team, you'll get more customer service. And with incredible deals right now on every pre-owned in stock, you'll get more for your money. Come by Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert today or shop 24/7 at edmorsefordstrobert.com. And remember, you'll always get more when you shop at Ed Morse.
Peyton Breeden going through his warm-up tosses as we prepare to start this ball game here at Wayne Bandy Ballpark in Waynesville. Tigers taking on Owensville here today. Again, senior night, celebrating the seniors before the start of today's game. So lots of seniors in the lineup. Of course, you got Ryan Henderson over at first base. You've also got Colton Schultz out in right, as well as Aiden Stearns out in left field here today. So we'll see how this kind of new look lineup does against Owensville. Again, 2 teams kind of looking for some momentum heading on into district play next week. We know who Waynesville's going to be playing as part of their Class 6 tournament. They will be taking on Eureka. Eureka, a 30-win team this season, so going to need all the momentum you can get before heading on into next week. So again, It'll be Waynesville back out onto the mound. Landon Eli will start things out here. He'll bat leadoff against center fielder. Batting from the, well, looks to be, maybe, going to be batting from the left-hand side of the plate. Again, Connor Harbin here with you today, Z102.3. As Eli settles in, batting from the left-hand side of the plate. And we'll get it going here as once again Peyton Breeden makes the start here in this one. First offering from Breeden. Eli going to square up to bunt. Bunts it right in front of home plate. Vernon has it. Throw over to Henderson at first. Is caught for out number one. So one pitch. Going to get the 2-3 put out on an attempted bunt for hit. With Eli put away, that brings us to third baseman Will Louth. Again, out in the field today, Breeden on the mound, Vernon behind the plate, Henderson at first, Jones at second, Creed Jones. We'll have no problem spotting Jones here today, and I'll tell you why in just a moment. First pitch here too, Will Louth up high. We'll have two Vors over on the left side of the infield. Eli Vore playing short, Luke Vore playing third today. 1-0 pitch now, delivered outside, ball two. Aiden Stearns in left, Zach Imperato in center field. And Colton Schultz out and right. Breeden working quickly. The 2-0 looks good. Called as such. 2-1. Again, Jones over at second. I don't know how long he's had it, but the bright orange hair today. Don't remember that being a thing over in Licking, but it is what it is. 2-1 pitch also called a strike. 2-2. Two-strike pitch. Swung on, missed. Strike three. So a couple pitches outside the zone. But Breeden fights back with three straight. Gets the swing and a miss. And records his first strikeout of the game. 2 down. Base is still empty. Here for the right fielder, Wyatt Cram. First pitch here from Breeden. Another swing and a miss. Strike one. Bring another one in. Here's a swing. A pop-up. Right side. Could be tricky. Nobody's going to call it. It's going to come down out there. It'll be a single. I'd say a playable ball out there, but lands in between Jones and Schultz. And so Cram going to find himself a blue single. First hit of the day for Owensville. First base runner as well. Now we see the cleanup hitter, designated hitter Austin Long. First pitch on the way. Here's a ground ball over to third. Vore has it. Throw across the diamond over to first. Henderson steps off the bag. He's safe. So the throw pulls Henderson off the bag. It'll be an error here on Waynesville. Here in this top of the first. Got to give it to the first baseman there. So I think that throw was good enough. Henderson just took his foot off the bag. So Long finds his way on. First and second now with 2 outs. And the first pitch to Chris Allen's going to hit him. Just like that, bases loaded. So a bloop single, an error, and a hit by pitch. So after Waynesville finds 2 outs rather quickly, they'll find themselves in a bit of a situation here. See what they can do to get on out of it. So again, bases loaded. Here comes the shortstop, Zayden Gates. Gates batting from the right-hand side. First pitch from Breeden. Delivered outside. It's ball one. And Owensville 4-18, but they've had a little bit of success as of late. 3-2 in their last 5. 1-0 pitch also outside, and it's 2-0. Losers last time out, though, a 14-8 loss to Cuba. Team Waynesville saw earlier this year. 2-0, that's going to be called a strike. 2-1. 10-7 win at Steelville, a 3-0 win over Lynn, 13-10 loss against Vienna, and a 17-3 win at New Haven. 2-0, here comes a ground ball, back to the mound. Breeden has it, throw over to Henderson, and that'll do it here for the first. So, ultimately, Waynesville, well, they load the bases, but they do find their way out of it. A 1-3 putout will get it done. No runs on 1 hit, 1 error, 3 runners left over on base here for Owensville in the top of the first. We'll come back in 60 seconds. We'll have the bottom of the first. We'll see what Waynesville can do at the plate here on senior night. Back in 60, you're listening to Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
Your husband is pretty handy to have around. He makes the world's best mac and cheese. He's in the Tickle Monster Hall of Fame. And he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. But a busted pipe in a basement full of water?
Honey, I think we need a plumber.
Is a little out of his league. That's where a homeowner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help get your house back in order and your husband back to what he does best.
For a free insurance review,
for auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your Shelter Insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your Shelter Insurance agent in Richland.
Wondering where to go for care at Phelps Health? For non-life-threatening conditions that require ongoing care and prevention, like annual checkups or colds, make an appointment with one of our primary care providers. When you need immediate attention for non-life-threatening health matters, like a cut that may require stitches, our immediate care clinics in Rolla and Waynesville are here to help. And if you're experiencing life-threatening medical issues, the Phelps Health Emergency Department is committed to caring for you when you need it most. Visit phelpshealth.org to learn more.
Owen Binkholter on the mound here for the Dutchman as we get going into the bottom of the first. Waynesville got a couple outs, then unfortunately loaded the bases, but did find the ground out they needed to move on over to their half of the inning here with still no score. We'll see what these bats can do. 1, 2, 3, Emperado, Luke Vore, and Breeden all set to get their at-bats here again on this rather overcast, rather cloudy, rather dreary Thursday evening. So, Zach Emperado, he'll start things out here. So he'll step up to bat from the right-hand side of the plate and again face this right-hander, Owen Binkholter. Settling in here, Binkholter from the windup. First pitch. Emperado going to swing, sends a fly ball out toward left. Shallow fly ball. That one's going to get down, though, for a base hit. J.J. Brown out in left lets that one come down. And so Emperado, who we know doesn't always take a whole lot of pitches, he's a free swinger. He finds himself a one-pitch, no-out single. So let's see what the Tigers can do with that leadoff base runner as we see Luke Vore settle in. Vore, third baseman, senior. Again, we've seen him a couple times. We've seen him most often as a pinch runner, in fact, in the games we've broadcast. First offering coming up here. Vore swinging away, pops it up. Emperado will have to retreat back to first. The catch is made. Catch made by the second baseman, Kleekamp. And that'll be one down. So with Vore put away, now comes the pitcher, Peyton Breeden. Getting a look here. First pitch on the way to Breeden. Breeden swinging away. That's a high fly ball sent out toward left, but it's going to hook foul. That ball had home run distance, but he hooked it just a bit too much. And the count goes 0-1. Kind of woke the crowd up below us a little bit there. See if he can find another one and straighten that out. 0-1 pitch coming up here, well outside. Ball one. Waynesville looking to swing today with that foul ball. That was 3 pitches, 3 contact. That wasn't the most eloquent way of saying that, but you know what I mean. They're looking to hit the ball here today. 1-1 pitch. Emperado taking off towards second, but here's another foul ball. This time to the right. He'll have to retreat back to first, and it'll go 1-2 here on Breeden. Creed Jones on deck. Jones, another powerful hitter. After that, we'd see David Vernon if the inning continues on past that point. Emperado taking a lead over on first. Next pitch. Ground ball, third base side, but just foul. Protecting the plate. That one found the inner half of the zone. Not an easy pitch to handle. But Breeden did find it. See if he gets a better one now. Binkholter comes set. The next 2-strike pitch. Outside. Count will even up 2-2. Again, big thank you to our sponsors. We'll go through the list at some point. Spoiler alert, when district play comes up for Class 2 on Saturday, I've caught a lot of them. 2-strike pitch, swung on, miss, strike 3. Emperado takes second. He'll be given the stolen base, but Binkholder does strike out Breeden for out number 2. So Breeden's put away. Waynesville, though, still gets a runner in scoring position. Next up to the plate, second baseman Creed Jones. Jones swinging away, but misses. That bat's going to start out 0-1. Big thank you to Air Serv, St. Robert Auto Supply, PepsiCo, Bank of Iberia. Here's a swing, line drive, sent third base side, but foul. Waynesville Memorial Chapel, mailbox it, the Bank of Crocker, Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert. Shelter Mutual Insurance, Phelps Health, Lowe Chevrolet, the Marys County Bank, and Clark Tire. 0-2 pitch here to Jones. That one's behind him. Allen behind the plate. Chris Allen coming out of his stance to run that one down. 1-2. And of course, as always, big thank you to Misha. Without Misha, can't do a lot of this. Next 2-strike pitch to Jones. Here's a swing and a miss. Chase one outside, and that'll end the inning. So a leadoff single for Zach Emperado. Comes to waste as Waynesville unable to find anything more after that. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left over on second. We'll come back in 60 seconds. We'll have your top of the second. Owensville back to the plate. Back in 60, you're listening to Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
The trucks are coming in and coming in. Lowe Chevrolet in Waynesville has vehicles on the lot with your name on it. Stop by and check out the selection. Take your pick and drive off the lot today with a new or pre-owned vehicle of your choice. Lowe Chevrolet can help you with financing, service, and so much more. Serving the community you live in for over 30 years. Lowe Chevrolet, off I-44, exit 156 in Waynesville.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The rain has started to come down a little bit more here in Waynesville as we start the top of the second. Still going to try to play on through this here. Still no score. Waynesville not finding anything in that bottom half of the first. It'll be 7, 8, and 9 coming up for the Dutchman. Wyrick, Brown, and Kleekamp all going to get their at-bats here. Peyton Breeden back out onto the mound here. Do not envy him here today. Pitching in the rain on this senior night. First pitch to Chase Wyrick. Misses, ball 1. Connor Harbert here, Z102.3. Next pitch, too low, 2-0. Perhaps going to play with this one, play through this one, try to make it through this system that is moving through the area. Trying to look at the radar as the next pitch is delivered, misses. Check swing, they appeal. No swing, says the umpire, 3-0. Of course, I don't have the best cell signal here, so my weather radar taking a little bit time to load. Here comes the 3-0. Taken all the way, strike down the middle. And the count goes 3-1. 3-1 pitch, breaking ball. Here's a high fly ball sent out towards left. That one's got some distance, and that one is off the wall. Extra bases here for Wyrick. He's going to round first. He's going to head on into second. He's got himself a leadoff double. So Wyrick gave it a ride. Thought that one might have been gone off the plate. The wind is blowing out toward left today, but the ballpark going to hold this one. And Breeden will have a chance to hold that runner over on second. Good news. I am looking at the radar, and it looks like there's not a whole lot after about 6 o'clock. So if we can keep playing for 30 more minutes, sure. First pitch on the way to J.J. Brown, misses, 1-0. Next offering, here's a swing. Fouls it into the batter's box, 1-1. It is pouring. Luckily, up here in the cushy, windowed Door closed, press box. Next pitch, the 1-1. A little bit low here, 2-1. Not too big of a zone here today from our home plate umpire. Going to have to be precise today. 2-1 coming in. Here's a swing, foul ball off to the right this time. 2-2. Breeden does have one strikeout today. One strikeout, one hit by pitch. Again, one error behind him, but did not hurt him, as he was able to find the ground out to end that first. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch, high and inside. 3-2. For the first time, we go full. This ball game got started about 5:15 today. Not too far into this one. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on, fly ball sent out towards center. Underneath it, Emperado, he's going to make the catch. Not deep enough to advance the runner from second, and there'll be one down. So Brown's put away. First fly out recorded here by the Dutchman. Bringing us to our number 9 hitter, second baseman Logan Kleekamp. First pitch to Kleekamp. Swing, went around on it. Ball rolls in front of Vernon, but not far enough to advance the runner once more, and we go 0-1. A 1 pitch delivered. Fastball missing low and inside, though. Count evens up, 1 ball, 1 strike. Looking back at second, another pitch delivered in. Word choice really struggling with it today, but it is a swing and a miss, 1-2. Breeden from the stretch, 1-2. Outside. Again, count evens up, 2-2. Swamp baseballs once more. Breeden reclaims his place on the mound. Comes set, a look back, and delivers. Breaking ball, but it's too high. 3-2. So back-to-back full counts. Still 1 away. Payoff pitch. Swing, fly ball, left side toward the parking lot. Off it goes, and we stay full. We're going to be swapping baseballs a lot today. Not just on foul balls, but just on pitches in general. That ball getting soaked out there. Like I said, do not envy the job of either pitcher today. Here's the next payoff pitch. Low and inside, ball 4. And Kleekamp draws the walk. So that'll put runners on first and second. And bring us now back to the top of the order here. Here comes Landon Eli. As that rain continues to pour and pour and pour. Can hear it from in here. First pitch to Eli. High and outside, ball 1. Eli 0 for 1 in this game. Grounded out to the man behind the plate, Vernon. 2-3 the put out. The 1-0 finds the inside half, 1-1. On deck, Will Louth. So next pitch misses outside this time, 2-1. First time through the lineup. Breeden again, just the 1 walk, the 1 strikeout. Gave up a couple hits. Next pitch outside once more, 3-1. Still no score there here in the second. Coming set, delivering that 3-1. Hard hit line drive, right side, and out of play. So our latest foul ball brings us to yet another full count. Third straight full count now. How about this payoff pitch? Too low, getting away from Vernon, but it's going to be a free pass anyway. And the bases are loaded for the second straight inning. So this time, bases loaded with 1 out. Of course, you'll have a force at any bag. Double play gets you out of the inning, but we're going to have time called to do a little field work. Out comes the field crew. And by that, I mean several of the Waynesville players not playing in today's game. See Hunter Althusius out there, raking the mound. Also out there, Mason Thompson. He's got batter's box duty. Trying to find the player over there at first, but trying to do this as quickly as possible so we can get back to action. So with the time we have, let's go ahead and talk about our upcoming broadcast schedule because, like I said, today is our last day with the Waynesville Tigers. They play district baseball coming up on the 17th. We'll not be following them over to, I believe, Vianney. Yeah, it's in Vianney, but they'll be taking on Eureka, of course. We're going to be focusing Class 2. District 9 baseball, some of our Frisco League schools, 6 of them, in fact, going to be vying for that district crown, starting on Saturday. Also rain in the forecast on Saturday, but we're going to start with a couple games there, 5:30, 7:30. First game, the 4 and 5 matchup. It will be the Richland Bears taking on the Lakeway Hornets. So that one will come back again. Pregame 5:15, starting at 5:30. Immediately following that one, of course, we'll take a break in between games. We'll probably send it on back to the studio for a little bit. Haven't quite ironed out what we're going to do in between games. But after that one, we've got the nightcap for you, the 3-6 matchup. The Plato Eagles, they host the Newburgh Wolves. Or by host, I mean they play the Newburgh Wolves. So that'll come right up to that. That'll be our 1 and 2 games on that Saturday. Then a couple days later, on Monday, we'll have 2 more for you. We'll have the semifinals of that district. Again, the winner of the 4-5 Richland Lakeway, they will take on the number 1 seed Iberia Rangers. And the winner of the 3-6, they will take on the Crocker Lions. Crocker earning the 2 seed. Crocker, unfortunately, dropping their chance at a conference championship, a regular season conference championship earlier in the week, licking your Frisco League champions for 2023. But again, that is coming up starting on Saturday. And then we'll move on from there. We're going to go ahead and take ourselves a quick break. We'll come back. Again, the field work continues on here at Wayne Bandy Ballpark in Waynesville. Back in a few. You're listening to Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
Again?
Yeah.
I'm on my way.
What you put off maintaining today could cost you more later on. When it comes to your vehicle's tires, it's essential for your safety and the safety of others that your tire pressure, tread, and sidewalls are in good shape. Drive with peace of mind.
At Clark Tire Company of Camdenton, you can always count on the friendly staff who value their customers. For tire service and maintenance to keep your family safe, stop in Clark Tire of Camdenton.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
Turn on the heat. Call AirServe Heating and Air in West Waynesville and get your existing system checked and serviced. If it's time to step up and get a new system, the Luxair high-performance heating and air equipment is top of the line. Luxair sets the standard year in and year out with new features and innovations in the industry and has since 1954. Your Luxair system is just a phone call away at AirServe Heating and Air at 433-3613 or stop by the office on Historic Route 66 in West Waynesville and ask about the Luxair Advantage. Napa Premium Performance Motor Oil is just $3.99 a quart, or $17.99 for the 5-quart jug this month at your Napa Parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply. Save 25% on Royal Purple High Performance Motor Oil. Get a $10 rebate to redeem online. Get a 5-quart jug of Royal Purple and receive a Max Clean Fuel System Cleaner free. Rain-X 2-in-1 Glass Cleaner and Rain Repellent, $5.99. Ask about their specials on Avalanche Refrigerant. Lawnmower and marine batteries are in stock too at your Napa Parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply off Missouri Avenue in St. Robert, and get the good stuff 7 days a week.
Well, as we get back to it here, not good news for the Waynesville Tigers. A 2 RBI single given up here to the third baseman, Will Louth. As again, Waynesville loaded up those bases once more, and this time they do pay for it. A ground ball finding its way in between first and second base, and so Owensville takes themselves a 2-0 lead here in the top of the second. The good news, though, is that the rain has slowed down a little bit. We'll see if it holds. Field work complete. Everything's nice and at least a little bit dry here. As it's runners at the corners, 1 out for the right fielder, Wyatt Cram. First pitch called ball 1. Wow, taking off for second. He finds his way in. No throw. Just make that second and third with 1 out. Breeden delivering another pitch. This one fouled off behind us. Make that 1-1. 2 runs, 2 hits so far in the inning for the Dutchman. 2 RBIs, 4 out. That's the next pitch. Bounces in front of home plate, 2-1. Cram 1 for 1 today. Single back in the first. Bloop single. Space between the second baseman and the right fielder. 2-1, missing low and away, 3-1. First base unoccupied, so there is space to give. But you'd rather deliver a good one here. Instead, fastball, too low. And another walk's given up here to Cram. So bases loaded once more. Still only 1 out, and here comes the cleanup hitter, designated hitter Austin Long. First pitch, going to miss the zone once more, 1-0. Long ripped a grounder over to third, his first time up. Throw across was good, but Henderson, unfortunately, unable to keep his foot on the bag. Ended up being an error. Waynesville's only error today. 1-0, breaking ball, drops in, 4-strike 1. Long eventually left stranded over on second. 1-1 pitch delivered by Breeden. Here's a swing and a line drive out toward left center. That's going to score a couple runs. How many, though? One's already scored. Make that 2. Are they going to try for 3? They are not. It's going to be a 2 RBI double. Owensville makes it 4 runs in the inning. They lead 4-0. So another double here. Second double of the inning given up by Waynesville. And before we get to catcher Chris Allen, we're going to have a visit to the mound. Full infield visit here. Everyone going to talk things over. Again, still plenty of baseball left to be had. But going to need to buckle down and try to keep the damage to just these 4 runs. Meeting will come to its end here. Breeden going to continue on. And with runners on second and third, 1 out. Next man up, catcher Chris Allen, 8th batter of the inning. Again, trying to stem the bleeding here. First pitch to Allen, swung on, fouled it off. 0-1. Allen, already a longer at-bat than his first trip up. He was hit by a pitch his first time. First pitch of the at-bat. Left stranded over on first, however. 0-1 on its way. Outside. Called strike 2. That one may have been a bit off the plate, but we'll take it. Here's the 0-2. Swung on, soft ground ball, third base side, but it goes foul. I was going to say, I said earlier, umpire kind of pinching a little bit. Not that time. That one might have been in the opposite side batter's box. Righty v righty, Breeden's next pitch. That one gets away from Vernon. Not deep enough, though. Cram thought about it over on third, but retreats back, and we'll simply go 1-2. On deck, shortstop Zayden Gates. He'll be your 9th batter of the inning. Unless Waynesville finds a couple of outs on this play. 1-2 coming up, and it hits him again. So Allen, for the second time in this game, he'll be hit by a pitch. And for the third time in this inning, we'll have bases loaded. And so Owensville has officially batted around here in the second with the appearance of the shortstop, Zayden Gates. Gates ended the first inning with a ground out, 1-3. Breeden delivers the first pitch to him on the inside half, strike 1 called. After this, we'll have number 10, unless Waynesville can get out of the inning. Next pitch, going to one-hop the plate, gets away. Aaron runs it down, though, 1-1. Now, wind blowing out to left. Still a good-sized crowd on hand today, by the way. Side words are hard, despite the rain. 1-1. Here's a ground ball over toward first. Going to kind of die in the grass. They try to make the play at home plate, but it gets away. The run scores. They might score two. All the runners going to advance. That second run will score. Here's the throw to third. That's not going to be in time. And it's another error here picked up by Waynesville, allowing another couple of runs. They lead 6-0. So Henderson fielded the ground ball over at first, thought he still had enough time to go home with it. Ended up throwing it away. Costly error scores another couple of runs. And this kind of horror inning here for Waynesville continues on. Runners still on second and third. Still only one out. Here for the first baseman, Chase Wyrick. Wyrick started this inning. He's the 10th batter to come up in this half. So that'll go down as a fielder's choice, plus an error. Next pitch on the way, pop up, foul territory. Who's going to call it? Breeden does, but he can't find it. And that'll bring Wyrick back for another pitch here, 1-1. So Waynesville really just needs to find any way to get an out here. First out came 8 batters ago. Trying to find an out here on Wyrick. Next pitch. Out of the ballpark it goes. And we stay 1-2. So again, Wyrick is 1 for 1 today. Batting from the right-hand side. Breeden pitching from the stretch. Pitch low and away. Once more, 2-2. Even count. 2-strike pitch. Swing. Shallow line drive out toward left field. That one gets down for a base hit. Is that going to score a couple runs? Rounding third is that second run. He is going to score easily as the throw heads to the backstop. It's going to be a 2 RBI double now once more for Chase Wyrick. His second double of the inning, and Owensville makes it 8-0. So that makes it 4 plays in this inning that have resulted in 2 runs. Owensville just scoring them 2 at a time. As the inning continues on, 1 route. Runner on second, that being Wyrick. Here's left fielder J.J. Brown. Brown, the only man in the inning to not score a run. As kind of sad as that sounds. He flew out to center field. Big swing and a miss, and we actually quickly go 0-2. Missed a pitch there for you. Here's the 0-2 now. Fastball, fouled off. We'll stay right where we are. Double, fly out, walk, single, walk, double, hit by pitch, fielder's choice and an error, and then another double. 11th batter of the inning. 0-2 now. Fastball, strike 3 called. Brown will strike out looking, and that'll be out number 2. Second strikeout for Breeden today. Keeps the runner over on second. Bringing us to Logan Kleekamp. Kleekamp walked and scored. Second appearance in the inning. First pitch misses. Second pitch does as well. 2-0. Breeden having a little bit of control problems today. Very understandable, of course. With the conditions in the field. Rain slowed up a little bit, but it's still a little damp out there. 3-0 the count. Next one, taken all the way. Misses, ball 4. Kleekamp draws another walk. So Kleekamp walks for the second time in this inning. Fourth walk in the inning. We're back to the top of the order. Landon Eli. First pitch, going to get away from Vernon. Both runners going to try to advance. They'll be there. Second and third. So second and third, but 2 outs. Eli again, left-handed batter, 0 for 1 today. Next pitch also gets away from Vernon. They're going to try to score the run. They're going to do so. 2 straight wild pitches. Brings Wyrick around from second. 9-0 now in favor of Owensville. So 9 runs here in this top of the second. Scored here by Owensville. It's a 2-0, called strike 1. There is a runner on third still, that being Kleekamp. Next pitch, ground ball sent up for first base side, foul ball. Just to the right of the bag, that one almost. Almost. Fair territory, and that would have almost certainly had scored that 10th run. But it's a 2-2 count. Breeden trying to stop the damage here. Here's the pitch. Fly ball sent out toward right. Backing up on it is Schultz, but that one's going to get down once again. Going to try for extra bases. Eli is. He's going to find his way in. An RBI standing double. 10-0 now in favor of Owensville. So yet another double. And that's going to bring us another visit to the mound. So right now, Waynesville just all sorts of out of order, as that's going to be it here for the starter Breeden. We'll have a new pitcher coming into the ball game here when we come back. It looks like it might be Hunter Althusius coming out onto the field. We'll see where things go. It's actually maybe Henderson coming off. We'll see who the new pitcher is. Tell you what, we'll take a few minutes first, then I'll tell you all about it. 10-0 here in the top of the second, 2 outs. You're listening to Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
Mountain Dew Zero Sugar asks, ever wonder what it would be like to live in an alternate universe? One where everything seems to work just the opposite of the way you'd expect? Well, friends, welcome to the alternate universe of Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. The taste is nothing less than outrageously delicious. And Mountain Dew Zero Sugar comes in awesomely exhilarating flavors, like Original Dew Zero Sugar, Mountain Dew Spark Zero Sugar, and Mountain Dew Major Melon Zero Sugar. Try the incredible flavors of Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. Zero Sugar, all dew.
When the chaos is over and the dust settles, it's a relief to see that big old tree you've always loved still there, unharmed and confident. Confidence that brings about trust and comfort from a full-service bank right here in your own community. Your one stop for savings, checking, home equity and auto loans, and CDs and money markets. That's your protection from the storm.
The Bank of Iberia in 2 locations, Iberia and Waynesville. Come on in to the Bank of Iberia.
Ever think about living to be 100 years old? Well, maybe you will. Hello, this is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. Making plans and being prepared for events in our lives is the right thing to do. At Memorial Chapels, we offer many choices in funeral planning, and we're always available to discuss options regarding how best to fund those choices. Because when it comes to important events in life, you really need to get prepared.
Mailbox It in St. Robert is now your complete shipping headquarters. Mailbox It is a UPS authorized shipping agent. They can ship your package UPS, accept UPS drop-offs, and can accept UPS returns with a shipping label. Add FedEx and the United States Postal Service, and why go anywhere else? Mailbox It is the go-to resource for packing, shipping, printing, and business service needs. Mailbox It is a copy, print, and document service center. They can even print your photos and canvases. Mailbox It, 213 Suite 3, St. Robert Boulevard.
As we come back here, Will Louth at the plate facing an 0-1 count. Zach Imperato, the new pitcher into the ball game here, as he looks to, well, get Waynesville out of this inning. The damage has pretty much been done. Now it's just about getting out of it. Here's a line drive over towards second. That's going to be caught. Ethan Heberling making a quick impact after checking into this ball game, and that'll do it here for the second. So we'll talk about the defensive changes in a moment, but let's go ahead and wrap this inning up here as the line out to second. And we'll do it here. But for Owensville, they pick up 10 runs in the inning. 10 runs coming in on 5 hits. there was one error, and there was one runner left on base. So that'll move us on into the bottom of the second. Waynesville's got some work to do offensively. They've got a few innings in which to do it, though. We'll see if they can get it done starting in the bottom of the second. Back in 60, you're listening to Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
As the years go by, everything gets older. Even the new seeds just planted. Getting older means getting wiser. And in the banking business, that means keeping up with the times. For 112 years, the Bank of Crocker has met the needs of the Fort Worth area and exceeded those needs with the most modern banking services available. With Android and Apple mobile banking apps. And at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is a click away no matter where you are. Personal hometown service, however, has not changed. That's one thing that's stayed the same as the Bank of Crocker turns 112. The Bank of Crocker, with 4 locations in Crocker, Richland, Waynesville, and St. Robert. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Hey folks, Mike Freeman with Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert, where you'll always get more. With one of the largest pre-owned inventories in the area, you'll get more selection. With a friendly professional sales team, you'll get more customer service. And with incredible deals right now on every pre-owned in stock, you'll get more for your money. Come by Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert today or shop 24/7 at edmorsefordstrobert.com. And remember, you'll always get more when you shop at Ed Morse.
Owen Binkholter out onto the mound for a second inning of work as we come into the bottom of the second here. Waynesville, well, they've got some work to do offensively. That's kind of the short way of putting it. A 10-run Owensville top of the second, where basically things just didn't go right for Waynesville. So we'll see if the Tigers can really kind of chip into it. Don't need to find all 10 runs at first. But, well, with officially 5 innings to work at the current score line, I'd like to see maybe a couple here. It'll be 5, 6, 7 coming up for the Tigers here in this half. First pitch to David Vernon. Misses outside. It's ball 1. Next pitch here to Vernon. Ground ball sent over third base side. Fair. That's going to go into left field. Vernon going to round first. I think he'll stop there. No, he's going to try for 2. So that ball bobbled out there, I think, out in left, but didn't quite see it as Vernon has himself a leadoff double. Well, that's a good way to start as Vernon gets aboard. Second base hit for the Tigers today. With Vernon on base, that brings us to Eli Vore. You might see some changes here in the batting lineup. We'll have to kind of wait and see on that. There were some pretty significant changes in the field to go along with that pitching change. But for now, Vore, shortstop, he's going to send one out to left. Giving a chase on it, that is Brown, but he makes the catch. Vernon going to take a step off second, but he ultimately holds. There'll be one down. Brown running that one near the foul line. Able to haul it in, so 1 out. Runner still on second. Here is Colton Schultz. Schultz still in right field. He takes the first pitch inside, ball 1. The only member of the outfield that started this game still in that original position. It's the 1-0's delivered now. Swing, line drive. That's going to get over the head of the shortstop into center field. Vernon going to try to move the third. Here comes the throw. He slides. He is safe. It's a single here for Schultz. And that'll put runners on first and third with 1 out. Schultz put just enough under air on that one to get it over the glove of the shortstop Gates. And get it out into center field. Vernon, who almost unfortunately had to hold up to see if that ball would be caught or not. And he was able to skedaddle his way on into third before the throw from the center fielder Eli. So first and third, 1 out. And we'll have a change here in the lineup. Again, like I said, there was going to be a few of them. Batting where Ryan Henderson was supposed to bat. It'll be Ethan Heberling. Heberling at second base as he sends a foul ball, first base side. Left side of the infield, still the same. You'll have Eli Vore and Luke Vore as well. Next pitch on the way. Schultz taking off for second. No throw. We'll just give it to him. It'll be 1-1. Heberling now at second. Over at first, you'll have Peyton Breeden when we come back in the field. 1-1 pitch dropped in. That's strike 2. Creed Jones out in left and again out in center field believe it is Aiden Stearns. He moved over from left. 2-strike pitch on the way to Heberling. Swing, line drive, sent out toward left. That one is going to be caught. Runners will have to retreat. They'll actually try to send the runner home. He will be in there. It's a sacrifice fly for Heberling. And Waynesville does get at least one run back here in the second. It's 10-1. So it'll be a sacrifice fly for Heberling. Just a little bit too deep. Brown able to track it down out there. But does do enough to get the RBI as Aiden Stearns sends a ground ball, third base side for strike one. 0-1 count here to Stearns, who again has moved over from left into center field. And Barado now on the mound. Next pitch, swing. Here's another hard hit ball out toward left. That one time it's going to get down. They're going to hold up the runner at third. And it'll be another single here. Third hit of the inning for Waynesville. Runners at the corners, 2 out. For the top of the lineup, Zach Emperado. So Emperado, who wasted no time in the first inning, picking up his first base hit. He comes back 1 for 1. Left stranded over on second, though. Did steal second. Here's the pitch. Taken off for second is Stearns as it's a called strike. Next pitch on the way. That one goes to the backstop. Taken off is going to be, no, caught in between. Schultz trying to get on back now. Going to slide into third, and he's going to find his way. Schultz really could not decide there if he wanted to try to commit and go home or if he wanted to go back to third. Ended up stopping about 2 feet from third. Fortunately for him, the throw never actually came. So he was able to slide in there. We'll get a little coaching over there at third. And we'll get back to it. Pitch was wild, but rather we get another chance here for Emperado at the plate as the next pitch misses outside. It's ball 2. See if we can't find someone with a little more certainty to send Schultz home on. Schultz on third. Stearns on second. Next pitch also low and away. Ball 3. First base and occupying. On deck, Luke Vore. Hitters count. We'll see if Emperado gets one he can work with. Pitch is delivered. Again, low and away. 3 straight pitches in that same zone. And Emperado draws the walk and loads the bases. So a big chance here for Luke Vore. He'll step back in, 0 for 1 in today's game.
Number 2, Luke Vore.
Vore popped out to second his first time up. Again, back in the first. Gonna look for a big hit here. It's the first pitch, misses low and away, ball 1. Like I said, probably not going to try to find all 10 here. That'd be nice. If you can find a few runs at a time and keep Owensville where they're at, you've got a few innings to work with. You've got 7 with the current score line here. 1-0, also low and away. 2-0 now. Pinkholter delivers another. This time low, but it ricochets off Vore. It'll be strike 1. Foul ball off the foot of Vore. So he'll come on back here. Again, 2-1 the count. There are 2 away. Fly out for Eli Vore. And of course the fly out to left that did score Waynesville's run here in this inning. Sacrifice fly. Here comes the 2-1. Chased one, low and away, strike 2. So Vore going to need to protect the plate here. Again, big opportunity for Waynesville with these bases loaded. Don't want to let it go to waste. Here's that 2-strike pitch. Able to watch it go by this time. 3-2. Counts full. Here comes my favorite play. Everybody's running. I always mention it. The carousel. 3-2. 2 outs. Bases loaded. Everyone takes off with this pitch. Here it comes. The 3-2 is low, ball 4, and a run will score. So a good eye for Luke Vore. He'll draw the walk and get the RBI as well. So everybody advances, and Waynesville cuts the lead to 8, 10-2. So those bases, they're still loaded. And back to the plate, Peyton Breeden, who pops one up. Behind us, out of play, 0-1. Breeden, today's starter, now playing over at first base. Trying to play a little catch-up with the bat. Next pitch. Here's another pop-up, this time again out of play. Over to the right. And an 0-2 count. Breeden 0 for 1 with a strikeout here in this game. Going to try to avoid another one here. Here's that next 0-2. Low in the dirt. Rolls away from Allen, but not far enough to bring Stearns home from third. We'll just go 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Next offering to Breeden. Takes one outside. 2-2. Those outside pitches, they make me nervous today. We've seen a couple of them called for strikes. That time not. 2-2. Hard ground ball, third base side, but it goes foul. And we'll stay where we're at. If Breeden manages to keep the inning going here, Creed Jones on deck. He was also a strikeout victim. Any further? Well, we'd have seen Waynesville batted around. Vernon would be hitter number 10. Next 2-2. Swung on, another ground ball. This time again foul. And we'll get a third pitch at 2-2. Two's on the board. Next pitch from Binkholter. That's behind him. 3-2. I'm getting spoiled today. We'll see the same play. The carousel. 3-2 once more. So another full count. Everybody's running. Here comes the pitch. It is a ground ball left side. Diving after it, the third baseman. It's off his glove. One run is scored. Make that 2. It's a 2 RBI single for Peyton Breeden. They cut the lead here to 7. Excuse me, how about 6? No. Yes, 6 runs, 10-4. 2 runs had already come home. I forgot on the walk. So Breeden able to find just enough on that one to get it off the glove of the third baseman Louth. This here's a swing and a miss for Creed Jones. Scores Stearns from third, scores Emperado from second. And again, cuts into this lead a little bit, down to 6. Next pitch here to Jones. He fouls it off. 0-2 now. And Jones again going to have to protect that plate. Vore did move to second. It's first and second. Next pitch. Sends a fly ball out towards center. Moving under it is Eli. Able to make the basket catch for out number 3. So the inning comes to a close, but Waynesville, they do bet around themselves. They get 4 runs here in the inning. 4 runs, including a 2 RBI single for Peyton Breeden, a sacrifice fly for Ethan Heberling, and a RBI walk for Luke Vore. So, well, part of the job's done, but now you need to come back out in the field and hold them right where they're at. 6-run game, 10-4 in favor of Owensville. We're back in 60. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
Your husband is pretty handy to have around. He makes the world's best mac and cheese. He's in the Tickle Monster Hall of Fame. And he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. But a busted pipe in a basement full of water?
Honey, I think we need a plumber.
Is a little out of his league. That's where a homeowner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help get your house back in order and your husband back to what he does best.
For a free insurance review,
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your shelter insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your shelter insurance agent in Richland.
Wondering where to go for care at Phelps Health? For non-life-threatening conditions that require ongoing care and prevention, like annual checkups or colds, make an appointment with one of our primary care providers. When you need immediate attention for non-life-threatening health matters, like a cut that may require stitches, our immediate care clinics in Rolla and Waynesville are here to help. And if you're experiencing life-threatening medical issues, the Phelps Health Emergency Department is committed to caring for you when you need it most. Visit phelpshealth.org to learn more.
Top of the third here in Waynesville. 10-4 now our score. It's Waynesville. Well, they give up 10 runs in the second, but they also score 4 runs in the second. So, still a bit of an uphill climb. But you've at least got a little bit of it back here. Doing a little bit of field work before we get back to it here. Again, Zach Emperado, he will be on the mound. Able to get the out he needed. Just one batter faced in the second inning. Got a line out to second base. Well, I really have to find a way to overpower some of these Owensville hitters. Taking starter Peyton Breeden to task a little bit there. There was an error in the inning, and that did score a couple runs, but it's all said and done. 7 earned runs in that inning picked up by Owensville. So, these hitters, they have come to play. They've been able to take advantage of Waynesville mistakes. See if they can buckle down on it a little bit. Can't give up another 10-run inning. At the current pace, 20-8 is not really a score that's going to keep you going very long, much less 30-12. 30-12 after the fourth would be a run rule. So, not saying that's what it's going to be, but it's something to avoid. It will be 3, 4, and 5, so Emperado going to have to go through the middle of the lineup. Cram, Long, and Allen. As the field work concludes, big ups to the Waynesville bench. Getting a little bit more involved than usual in today's game. And we see Wyatt Cram back to the plate. So Cram making his third appearance here in the third. A single in the first. And then he walked in the second. One of 4 batters in the second to only get 1 appearance at the plate. It's part of that 10-run inning. But he'll try it again here. So 1 for 1. Semperado comes set, working straight from the stretch. First pitch delivered high. It's 1-0. Again, can close the line here on Breeden today with the conclusion of that inning. Do that after this pitch, the 1-0. Swung on, ground ball over toward third, past the outstretched glove of Luke Vore into left field for a hit. So Cram gets himself aboard for the 3rd time in this game. 3rd time in 3 tries. Bringing us to Austin Long. Breeden today goes an inning and 2/3. Gives up 10 runs, 5 hits, 2 strikeouts, 4 walks, and 7 earned runs. As Cram stands on first, here's a pickoff throw that sails over the head of Breeden. Taking off towards second is Cram. He'll be in there. Be an error here on Emperado. As even the throwback gets away from Emperado. That'll be the 3rd error of the game committed by Waynesville. This is a Waynesville team that doesn't commit too many errors. This has been kind of shocking in a way. That time, the pickoff throw, just simply too tall for Breeden to handle over there. So now a runner in scoring position. Next pitch, first pitch to Austin Long. On the outside edge, calling strike 1. Next pitch, swung on, missed, and make it a quick 0-2 count. Long is 1 for 2 today with 2 RBIs. 2 RBI double in that second. Here's a swing though, pop up, just behind home plate. Vernon underneath it, makes the catch, and that'll be out number 1. Simple as that for Vernon behind the plate. Able to track it down. And here comes catcher Chris Allen. Allen, he's looking for an at-bat today. He's not had trouble finding the base paths, though. He's been hit twice. He'll try to avoid that result here if he most likely has his way, as he takes a first pitch strike. You obviously like getting on base, but as a hitter, you're not really going up there to get hit. 0-1, a breaking ball that stays high, 1-1. Even count, a look back to second, Emperado delivers. Another one too high, 2-1. Emperado behind in the count. Couple looks back to second, now the 2-1. Ground ball, third base side, and foul. That'll even up the count once more. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, top of the third. 10-4 our score. Both teams scoring all their runs in the second inning. All 14 of them. 2-strike pitch, going back to the breaking ball, but again missing high. It's a full count. Full count, first base unoccupied. Payoff pitch on the way. On the corner, strike 3. Allen knew it. He'll nod as he heads back to the dugout. First strikeout for Emperado today. 2 down and a runner on second. Here to the plate, shortstop Zayden Gates. Gates 0 for 2, swinging away on the first pitch, fouls one off. Grounded out to the pitcher in the first to end the inning. Reached on a fielder's choice in the second. Got the second on the throwing error. It's part of that fielder's choice. And then eventually did come around to score. 0-1 now the count to Gates. Next pitch, almost offered up at it. But he lets it go by. As it misses, ball 1. Chase Wyrick on deck. Perhaps a bat you want to save for next inning. So the next pitch misses low for ball 2. He's been very efficient with the bat. 2-1 now. Up high once more, 3-1. Not really a guy you want to bring up with 2 runners on. Especially with the way this Owensville offense has been scoring 2 runs at a time. 3-1 now. Here's a foul ball to the right. And it's a full count. Believe, with the exception of runs number 9 and 10, it was 2 at a time, all the way up to 8. Another full count, payoff pitch. Swung on, fouled off, but Vernon unable to keep it in the glove. And Gates will stay alive. Fouled one back toward Vernon. Fortunately, not able to make the play on it. So we'll get a second helping here at 3-2. Emperado set, the pitch. Swung on, ground ball back to the mound. Emperado has it. He'll flip it to first where Breeden's there. And that will end the inning. So the leadoff single gets a man on. But ultimately, the runner's left stranded over on second. Job done. Going to need some more runs into the bottom of the third. See if Waynesville can get it done. Back in 60 seconds. You're listening to Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
The trucks are coming in and coming in. Lowe Chevrolet in Waynesville has vehicles on the lot with your name on it. Stop by and check out the selection. Take your pick and drive off the lot today with a new or pre-owned vehicle of your choice. Lowe Chevrolet can help you with financing, service, and so much more. Serving the community you live in for over 30 years. Lowe Chevrolet, off I-44, exit 156 in Waynesville.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Backing on into the bottom of the third now. Waynesville holding Owensville scoreless in the top half of the inning. Now trying to take another step toward a comeback effort here in this one. They trail by 6, 10-4, with 5, 6, and 7 coming here to the plate. Connor Harbert with you today, Z102.3. Waynesville sending 9 batters to the plate in the second inning. Another performance like that would be nice. So Owen Binkholter continues on the mound here for the Dutchman. So let's see David Vernon again. Vernon caught a hold of one last time. Able to find himself a leadoff double. Eventually came around to score on a sacrifice fly. Vernon going to watch the first pitch go by. It's called strike one. Again, our last Waynesville broadcast of the season. As Vernon pops one up here. Gone underneath it. Underneath it, the third baseman Lau makes the catch. Out number one. So 1 up, 1 down here. Coming out now, shortstop Eli Vore. So he'll get a second crack. So Vore 0 for 1. One to left. His first time up. Swinging away on the first pitch. Can't make contact though. 0-1. Got our last broadcast. Waynesville, obviously, postseason play starting next week. Heading to Vianney. Here's a swing. Fly ball off toward right. Could be trouble. And that one gets down. It'll get down out there. No man's land. It's a bloop single. Here for Eli Vore. So Vore found one down the right field line. He'll get aboard here with 1 out. Coming up next, Colton Schultz. Schultz swinging away, misses, 0-1. Schultz found a single his first time up, so he's 1 for 1. Next pitch on the way, ground ball left side. Picking it up is Louth, throw over to first is in there, and that's out number 2. Vore does move to second on the play. He had taken off with the pitch. He easily makes his way on in. And with Schultz put away, that actually brings us to Ryan Henderson. So Henderson re-entering the game. He'll be batting where Heberling batted in the second. So Henderson at the plate here, watching the first pitch over the top, 1-0. Henderson, remember, started the game over at first. Came out in the second. Replaced by Breeden over at the bag. Here's a swing and a miss for strike 1. Heberling hitting this 8 slot. But now Henderson is back. So the 1-1 now. Here's a hard line drive. That gets in the right field. That might score a run here. Rounding third is Vore. He is going to be safe at the plate. As an RBI single here for Ryan Henderson. Cuts the lead to 5. 10-5. Now line drive might have caught the edge of the infield grass. Even Kleekamp over at second wanted to play that one on a high hop. That hop never came. And so, Vore able to make his way around the base pass. Henderson finds himself an RBI on senior night. And it'll be runner on first here with 2 down. For Aiden Stearns as he pops one up left side. Somebody's got to call it out there. And it's going to be caught by the shortstop as he trips over the left fielder. Well, unfortunate, but a great catch made by Zayden Gates to end the inning as Stearns will pop out. But an RBI single for Ryan Henderson further cuts into this Owensville lead. It's back to 5 as we head on into the 4th, 10-5. Back in 60, you're listening to Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
Again?
Yeah.
I'm on my way.
What you put off maintaining today could cost you more later on. When it comes to your vehicle's tires, it's essential for your safety and the safety of others that your tire pressure, tread, and sidewalls are in good shape. Drive with peace of mind.
At Clark Tire Company of Camdenton, you can always count on the friendly staff who value their customers. For tire service and maintenance to keep your family safe, stop in Clark Tire of Camdenton.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
A new inning here, the fourth inning to be precise, as this game has been cut to a 5-run ball game. An RBI single for Ryan Henderson, cutting the Owensville lead to 5. So Waynesville making a bit of a comeback, again trailed 10-0 after the top of the second. But they still have a little bit of work to do, and again that always includes keeping Owensville scoreless here at the plate. 7, 8, and 9 coming up here for the Dutchman. Connor Harbert here, Z102.3. It's Chase Wyrick. He'll start things off here. Like I said during the third inning, this is a guy I'm glad to see with the bases empty. He's been a powerful bat today, even from this 7 slot. Wyrick 2 for 2 today, 2 doubles. He's seen the ball well, but this will be the first time he's faced off against current pitcher Zach Imperato. First pitch delivered here to Wyrick, missing high. It's ball 1. Imperato, he again came in the second. Got the line out to end the inning. Gave up a leadoff single in the third, but was able to find a pop-out, strikeout, and a ground-out to end the inning. Delivering the 1-0 now, high and inside. It's ball 2. More defensive changes, by the way. Get those in a second. So here's a swing and a foul ball off toward the right, 2-1. Hunter Althusius now in the game at third, replacing Luke Vore, who is now actually over at second. No, excuse me. Is that Vore over there? Yeah. Luke Vore now over at second in place of Heberling. Meanwhile, the 2-1 misses. Three and 1 now here to Wyrick. Next delivery from Imperato. Swung on, popped it up, right side. Near the fence it goes, but it will be over the top. 3-2. So a foul ball here means a full count to start the fourth. Imperato looks to get through Wyrick to start this inning. Coming set, the payoff pitch. Missing low, ball 4. And Wyrick draws the walk. So Wyrick will head on over to first. He's aboard with nobody out. Coming up next, J.J. Brown. Brown had been unfortunate in that second inning. Despite the team scoring 10 runs, he generated 2 of the outs. Flew out to center field and then struck out looking. Taking the first pitch, though, misses. Ball 1. So Brown 0 for 2 in today's game. He's the only Dutchman to have not scored a run thus far. Next pitch, swung on, missed, and it goes 1-1. Of course, 8 of the other 9 Dutchmen scored in that second. What the fact holds. Next offering, looks good, called as such, 1-2. Imperato perhaps, maybe looking for strikeout number 3. Delivers, swung on, missed, there it is. Strikeout number 3 here for Imperato. And there'll be 2 down. Runner still over on first for Logan Kleekamp. Kleekamp, 2 walks today. First pitch, swinging away, sends 1 foul. He's walked twice and scored twice. Both those runs in the second inning. One of 2 Dutchmen to score twice. The other over on first, that being Chase Wyrick. 0-1 pickoff throw. Actually going to go over to second. They got him. So a nice pickoff move for Imperato as they tag him out, and that'll actually end the inning. No, it won't. That's out number 2. I looked at the board, and you were too quick on the draw over there as you fooled me. But that'll wipe the runner off the base paths. 2 outs, by the way, for Kleekamp now. As it was a nice move for Imperato. who caught Wyrick leaning. Buying a little bit of breathing room. 1-1 count. Next pitch, too low. 2-1. So wondering why nobody was running off the field. Thought they were all the confused ones. I thought I was right. But that's what I get. 2-1 pitch now to Kleekamp. That one just below the knees. 3-1. Not quite the mind I thought I was. Three 1 pitch. That's going to be called strike 2. Full count, 2 outs. Next pitch. Swung on, ground ball, left side. But it's going to roll foul. So a second helping here at 3-2. Getting 2 outs. Next payoff pitch is outside, ball 4. So Kleekamp draws his third walk here in the game. Not for lack of trying, he's swinging up there. But eventually able to foul enough pitches that he gets a fourth one out of the zone. Third walk of the game, back to the top of the order. Here is Landon Eli. First pitch taken, it's called strike 1. Eli, his fourth trip to the plate here in the fourth. Looking at a 1-for-2 day. Here's a swing, popped one up, shallow center field. Reaching up for it, the shortstop, but he's unable to find it. 4 unable to get to it there, and so it's a quick single for Eli. Inning continues on here, first and second with 2 outs.
Number 3, Will. Wow.
Just past the glove of Eli Vore. And so, Waynesville not out of the woods just yet. They'll still need to find that second out with runners on first and second. Third baseman Will Louth. First pitch to Louth. He's going to pop one up. This time it'll stay in the infield. Coming up on it, second baseman Lucas Vore makes the catch. Runs into his brother out there, but still able to make the play for out number 3. So, there you go. A little bit of trouble there for Waynesville, but they ultimately find their way out of it as Owensville picks up another no-run inning. No runs on 1 hit. No errors, and 2 runners left on base. So, still 10 runs for Owensville. We'll see if Waynesville can take another step. And making a comeback here in this one, they currently trail by 5, 10-5. Back in 60 seconds. You're listening to Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
Turn on the heat. Call AirServe Heating and Air in West Waynesville and get your existing system checked and serviced. If it's time to step up and get a new system, the Luxair high-performance heating and air equipment is top of the line. Luxair sets the standard year in and year out with new features and innovations in the industry and has since 1954. Your Luxair system is just a phone call away at AirServe Heating and Air at 433-3613 or stop by the office on Historic Route 66 in West Waynesville and ask about the Luxair Advantage. Napa Premium Performance Motor Oil is just $3.99 a quart, or $17.99 for the 5-quart jug this month at your Napa Parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply. Save 25% on Royal Purple High Performance Motor Oil. Get a $10 rebate to redeem online. Get a 5-quart jug of Royal Purple and receive a Max Clean Fuel System Cleaner free. Rain-X 2-in-1 Glass Cleaner and Rain Repellent, $5.99. Ask about their specials on Avalanche Refrigerant. Lawnmower and marine batteries are in stock too at your Napa Parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply off Missouri Avenue in St. Robert, and get the good stuff 7 days a week.
Bottom of the 4th inning here in Waynesville. 10-5 our score. Another scoreless inning for the Dutchmen of Owensville in the top half of the inning. So another good chance here for Waynesville to maybe catch up a little bit here. Remember, at one point, trailed 10-0. 4 runs in the second, 1 run in the third. They'll have the top of the order coming up here. Zach Imperato, though, chasing one to begin his at-bat. Goes 0-1. Connor Harbert, Z102.3. Imperato today, 1 for 1. A single and a walk. Next pitch, way outside. Imperato holds up this time, 1-1. Second inning, drew the walk. Ended up scoring 1 of 4 runs in that inning. Trying to do it again. Next pitch. Swing, soft ground ball, third base side, but again foul, 1-2. Did not even mention today something peculiar about today's game. Both teams School colors, orange and black. Both teams, black and orange. Uniforms the exact same today. Right down to the numbering. Here's a swing, foul ball. Off to the backstop, and we'll stay where we're at, 1 and 2. Black jersey, orange number, white outline, white pants. All the same. 1-2, next one. Taken inside. Big breaking ball, almost caught the inside edge, but we go 2 and 2. Otto wisely holding off that one. Next pitch. Here's a swing. May have chased one high, but he sends a fly ball off toward left. Underneath it, though, is J.J. Brown, who makes the catch for the first out of the inning. So Emperado retired to begin the fourth. Coming up next, now second baseman, Luke Vore. Vore, who started the game at third, now stands over at second. Third trip to the plate. First pitch, missing outside. 0 for 1 with an RBI. Popped out to second in the first. Walked with the bases loaded, so picked up an RBI. There in that second inning. 1-0 pitch to the backstop it goes, 2-0. Here to Vore. On deck, Peyton Breeden. Through the windup. Next 2-0 pitch outside, and it's ball 3. Owen Binkholter still on the mound for the Dutchman. Looking for that fourth full inning of work. He's pitched through 3 thus far. 3-0, 2-0, ball 4. So Vore will draw the walk. Second straight walk here for Vore. So he'll trot on down to first. And with 1 man on first and 1 out, that brings us Peyton Breeden. Breeden found himself a nice hit last time up. 2 RBI single. Just past the glove of the third baseman. Able to find his way on. First pitch outside, it's ball 1. Otherwise, on Breeden's day, also has a strikeout that came back in the first. Next offering here. Outside, and this time a little bit low, 2-0. But before we get to any more pitches here, it's actually time for a visit, and that'll actually be the end of Binkholter. So we'll have a new pitcher in the ballgame for the Dutchman now. Runner on first, 1 out. Breeden still on the mound, still at the plate. We'll have an in-between pitching change. Don't see those all too often. So I'll tell you about the new pitcher when we come back, but it's still 10-5 in favor of Owensville. You're listening to Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
Mountain Dew Zero Sugar asks, ever wonder what it would be like to live in an alternate universe? One where everything seems to work just the opposite of the way you'd expect? Well, friends, welcome to the alternate universe of Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. The taste is nothing less than outrageously delicious. And Mountain Dew Zero Sugar comes in awesomely exhilarating flavors like Original Dew Zero Sugar, Mountain Dew Spark Zero Sugar, and Mountain Dew Major Melon Zero Sugar. Try the incredible flavors of Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. Zero Sugar, all dew.
When the chaos is over and the dust settles, it's a relief to see that big old tree you've always loved still there, unharmed and confident. Confidence that brings about trust and comfort from a full-service bank right here in your own community. Your one stop for savings, checking, home equity and auto loans, and CDs and money markets. That's your protection from the storm.
The Bank of Iberia in 2 locations, Iberia and Waynesville. Come on in to the Bank of Iberia.
Ever think about living to be 100 years old? Well, maybe you will. Hello, this is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. Making plans and being prepared for events in our lives is the right thing to do. At Memorial Chapels, we offer many choices in funeral planning, and we're always available to discuss options regarding how best to fund those choices. Because when it comes to important events in life, you really need to get prepared.
Mailbox It in St. Robert is now your complete shipping headquarters. Mailbox It is a UPS authorized shipping agent. They can ship your package UPS, accept UPS drop-offs, and can accept UPS returns with a shipping label. Add FedEx and the United States Postal Service, and why go anywhere else? Mailbox It is the go-to resource for packing, shipping, printing, and business service needs. Mailbox It is a copy, print, and document service center. They can even print your photos and canvases. Mailbox It, 213 Suite 3, St. Robert Boulevard.
So in the end, no pitching change at all, as Peyton Breeden will work a 4-pitch walk as he takes first base. First and second now with one out. Owen Binkholter still on the mound here for the Dutchman. They did take the ball, and they left him in there, but now another visit to the mound here. So they did rake the mound a little bit. But now do we get a pitching change? Now we will. So, it is going to be first and second here, one out. And a 10-5 ball game. Creed Jones coming to the plate, but he'll face another new pitcher on the way. I'll tell you who that is when we come back. Back at the few. You're listening to Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
As the years go by, everything gets older, even the new seeds just planted. Getting older means getting wiser. And in the banking business, that means keeping up with the times. For 112 years, the Bank of Crocker has met the needs of the Fort Wood area and exceeded those needs with the most modern banking services available. With Android and Apple mobile banking apps, and at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is a click away no matter where you are. Personal hometown service, however, has not changed. That's one thing that's stayed the same as the Bank of Crocker turns 112. The Bank of Crocker, with 4 locations in Crocker, Richland, Waynesville, and St. Robert. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Hey folks, Mike Freeman with Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert, where you'll always get more. With one of the largest pre-owned inventories in the area, you'll get more selection. With a friendly professional sales team, you'll get more customer service. And with incredible deals right now on every pre-owned in stock, you'll get more for your money. Come by Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert today, or shop 24/7 at edmorsefordstrobert.com. And remember, you'll always get more when you shop at Ed Morse.
Pitcher Adam Wilson, as he'll take over here for outgoing starter Owen Binkholter. Can't close the book on Binkholter, as he is still responsible for the runners over on second and first. But Wilson will try to keep those runners from finding home plate. Waynesville, however, obviously will want to bring him in as they continue to try to make a furious comeback here, trailing 10-0 after the top of the second. They've found 5 unanswered runs. Chance to make it more. Let's see what Creed Jones can do as he steps in here 0 for 2 in today's game. Righty versus righty matchup. Wilson delivers his first pitch. It's up high. Fastball 1-0. Does have a little bit of speed there from what we've seen. Tall right-hander. Coming set, working from the stretch. 1-0 also delivered high. 2-0. Waynesville, 2 straight walks to put 2 runners on. This inning got started with a fly out to left. That generated the out. Wilson delivering that 2-0. Missing low this time, 3-0. 7 straight pitches outside the zone here. Actually, 8 straight pitches outside the zone between Binkholter and Wilson. Comes at 3-0. Jones taken all the way. There's a strike, 3-1. Hitters count, 3-1. Jones swinging away, fly ball sent out toward right. That gets down. We'll see if it scores a run. It will not, as Vore had to hold up at second to wait and see if that one came down, but it will be bases loaded. And only 1 out here for David Vernon. So the opportunities keep coming for the Tigers. And if Vernon can find some space here, could see 1 or maybe 2. Vernon does have 1 hit today. Perhaps looking for a repeat of what he had in the second when he ripped off a double. First pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1. 1 for 2 with that double. Also a pop out today. As the 0-1 comes home. Here's a swing, high fly ball, left side, drifting foul. Does Brown have enough room out there? He does not. It's out of play, 0-2. So Vernon facing an 0-2 count. Try to protect the plate here. with those bases loaded. 0-2, outside, ball one. On deck, it looks like Eli Vore. He'll get another chance if the inning continues on past this point. 1-2. Up high this time, 2-2. After Vore would be Colton Schultz. Then we'll see who bats in that 8 spot. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next one, Vernon. Shallow fly ball. That one going to be handled by the shortstop Gates, who makes the catch. Over his shoulder. And that will be 2 down. So Vernon pops out for the second time.
Number 10, Eli Vore.
And here comes Eli Vore. 4, 1 for 2. Fly out in a single. First pitch to him outside. They're going to try to send the runner home here from third. He is going to score. So he's actually in there just in time. Perhaps a slide might have been nice for you there, but finds his way in and cuts the lead here to 4, 10-6. I say a slide would have been nice. It would have made it a little less tense. So now it'll go down as a wild pitch to score a run. Waynesville's cut it to 4. They'll find something out of this at least. But still a chance for more here. Runners at the corners. Breeden moving over to third. Jones staying at first. Here in a 1-0 count at the plate to Eli Vore. Next pitch. Also too low, 2-0. There is an empty base on the Pals now. So a walk does not bring home a run. But Ford does have a single today. Time called. As Ford steps out. Now steps back in. Jones taking the lead over on first. 2-0. Jones taking off. Pitch low and away. Jones will take second. No throw. 3-0. Three balls, no strikes. First base unoccupied. Second and third. Still 2 outs. Next pitch on the way. In there. Caught the upper corner. 3-1. On deck it is Schultz. Three 1 now. Swung on, missed. We go full. Two runners in scoring position here. 2 very big runs. Gotta take advantage of any base runners on. See if they can do it here. Payoff pitch coming in from Wilson. Swung on, fouled it off. Well, maybe. Is there room? No. Off the fence it goes. And Vore will stay alive here, still 3-2. So able to fight off a would-be strike 3. See if he gets a better look this time at it. Wilson looks to limit to just the 1 run. Here's that 3-2. The next one. Swung on, missed, strike 3. And Waynesville will leave 2 runners stranded on base. But they do still pick up a run on a wild pitch. 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 runners left over on base. Into the 5th we go. 3 innings left to play in this one. Waynesville trails by 4, 10-6. Back in 60, you're listening to Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
Your husband is pretty handy to have around. He makes the world's best mac and cheese. He's in the Tickle Monster Hall of Fame. And he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. But a busted pipe and a basement full of water?
Honey, I think we need a plumber.
Is a little out of his league. That's where a homeowner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help get your house back in order and your husband back to what he does best.
For a free insurance review,
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your shelter insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your shelter insurance agent in Richland.
Wondering where to go for care at Phelps Health? For non-life-threatening conditions that require ongoing care and prevention, like annual checkups or colds, make an appointment with one of our primary care providers. When you need immediate attention for non-life-threatening health matters, like a cut that may require stitches, our immediate care clinics in Rolla and Waynesville are here to help. And if you're experiencing life-threatening medical issues, the Phelps Health Emergency Department is committed to caring for you when you need it most. Visit phelpshealth.org to learn more.
The trucks are coming in and coming in. Lowe Chevrolet in Waynesville has vehicles on the lot with your name on it. Stop by and check out the selection. Take your pick and drive off the lot today with a new or pre-owned vehicle of your choice. Lowe Chevrolet can help you with financing, service, and so much more. Serving the community you live in for over 30 years. Lowe Chevrolet, off I-44, exit 156 in Waynesville.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Again?
Yeah.
I'm on my way.
What you put off maintaining today could cost you more later on. When it comes to your vehicle's tires, it's essential for your safety and the safety of others that your tire pressure, tread, and sidewalls are in good shape. Drive with peace of mind.
At Clark Tire Company of Camdenton, you can always count on the friendly staff who value their customers. For tire service and maintenance to keep your family safe, stop in Clark Tire of Camdenton.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
So, top of the fifth here in Waynesville, Wayne Bandy Ballpark. Zach Imbrado still on the mound. Waynesville finding another run. They cut the lead to 4, 10-6. First pitch, though, off the end of the bat here of the hitter, Wyatt Cram. And that'll be strike one. Tried to step back from it. Pitch was well inside, but it caught the handle of the bat. Rare, but it does happen, and so this inning will start with an 0-1. Connor Harvitt, Z102.3. Next pitch, hardline drive off the glove of Althusius into left field. Had a chance at that one, but couldn't put it through the glove. And Cram will have himself a leadoff single. Waynesville has not pulled off a 1-2-3 inning so far in this game. And that trend will continue. In fact, with the exception of the first inning today, leadoff batter's gotten aboard in every single inning thus far. First pitch to Austin Long. Misses, it's 1-0. Now, here's a fastball that caught a light. That'll draw a reaction from the crowd. We go 1-1 as they'll check on it. Yeah. Thinking all that fell on the roof. But I'll check on it, and I think we'll go back to the game here. 1-1 count here to Long. Long, it's 1 for 3. Reached on an error in the first, 2 RBI double in the second, popped out in the third. Making a fourth appearance here in inning number 5. Runner on first, nobody out, and Parado delivers. Too high, 2-1. Throw down to first. Breeden applies the tag, but Cram gets back. Owensville, all 10 runs today. Scored in 1 inning. That being the second. All scoreless since then, as here's another swing and a foul ball. This time not finding the lights, but we go 2-2. On deck, Chris Allen, the catcher. The 2-strike pitch is delivered by Imperato. Swing, ground ball over to short. Could be 2. Going to go to second for 1. Not going to have the play over at first. But they do get the lead runner. It'll be a fielder's choice. 1 down. And again, still a runner over there on first. So good enough to get the force out at second. Not able to make the transfer quick enough to make the throw to first. But the Vor connection does get the first down. Here's catcher Chris Allen. Allen was hit by pitches his first 2 times up, but then struck out looking in inning number 3. Takes a first pitch strike, outside edge, 0-1. So, 0 for 1 on the day. Next pitch, line drive out toward left field. Gets down, cut off out there by Jones. Cram will hold up over at second. Excuse me, not Cram, but rather Austin Long will hold up over at second. First and second, 1 out. Now for Zayden Gates. Owensville's found their fair share of hits today. That's their second hit of the inning. 9 hits total. 5 of those 9 came in the second inning. But they do have a runner in scoring position. Here with only 1 out. Here's a swing, foul ball, left side, 0-1. Gates is 0 for 3. 2 groundouts to the pitcher today. Also reached on an error. Well, excuse me, fielder's choice. But then moved to second on an error over at first. 0-1 now to Gates, delivered. Soft ground ball, left side once more. That one is going to stay fair. And he'll bloop out a single. That ball just did not want to roll foul. Eventually running over the ball. Running over third base. And so it'll go down to the single, and Waynesville will have to find its way out of a bases-loaded situation here. Bases loaded, 1 out. And again, a man with 2 doubles today at the plate in Chase Wyrick. They were able to get around Wyrick back in the 4th through unconventional means. Now they'll try to get away from him here at the plate. First pitch is a called strike, 0-1. Again, a double in the second, 2 RBI double later in the second. Walked and was caught stealing. Here's a ball that goes to the backstop here. Play at the plate, and Brado has it. He applies the tag. He's out. So a wild pitch, but Waynesville finds the play as Vernon applies the tag. Long is tagged out. Both runners do advance otherwise, second and third. But now 2 down, and Waynesville can get out of this if you're able to find it out on Wyrick. Count does go to 1-1. Pitch was low and away. Like I was saying, Wyrick drew a walk, but then was caught stealing. Caught him leaning. Good move from Imperato. Caught him basically in no man's land. Here's a ground ball over to short. Coming up on it is Vor. Throw to first is not in time, and it ends up scoring a run. Play at home plate. On the second run, he's also safe. So Waynesville a half step away from ending the inning. Instead, it's a 6-run lead, 12-6.
Number 6, J.J. Brown.
A half step away. Instead, it's another 2 RBI hit for Wyrick. So the inning continues on here. Runner on first, 2 outs. 1-0 now the count to J.J. Brown. 0 for 3 today. One and 0. Now here's a swing and a miss for a 1-1 count. Brown 2 strikeouts and a flyout in today's game. Zambrano looks back over toward first, now delivers. 2 low, 2-1. Baseball can sometimes be a game of inches. We learned that the hard way. Because instead of being at the plate and a chance to cut into a 4-run lead, now you see it brought back to 6. Next pitch, ground ball over to third this time. Althusius bobbles it. Still going to try to make the throw over to first. That one's going to one-hop, but it's not going to be in time. Inning continues on. Going to give that one an infield hit. Don't think it would have mattered. Brown beat that one by quite a bit. As it'll be first and second now, still with 2 outs. First pitch here now to Logan Kleekamp. It's fouled off, and 0-1. Kleekamp has walked 3 straight times here in that number 9 slot. 7th hitter of the inning. Brado will look back to second, now delivers. Pitch too high, ball 1. Landon Eli on deck. Next offering. Caught the knees, strike 2. So 1-2 the count. Again, 12-6 now our score, top of the 5th. The pitch, outside it stays, 2-2. Even count, 2's on the board. The offering, fouled off. Stay where we're at. Parado, since coming into the second inning, 3 strikeouts for him. He's given up his first 2 runs on the day. And of those 12 runs for Owensville, 9 of them earned. 7 of those in the second. And again, the 2 here in the 5th. Next pitch on the way. 2-strike pitch, missing low. 3-2. Full count. 2 outs. Both runners going to run. A walk loads the bases. A strikeout ends the inning. Here's the payoff pitch. Too low, gets away. Going to need to run that down here, but obviously no throw as it'll just be bases loaded. Run it down in the way that you want to make sure they don't try anything more, but it'll just be bases loaded here. Still 2 outs. 1 out will get you out of it with just the 2 runs, but now you need to find a way through Landon Eli. Top of the order, 8th hitter in the inning. And a man who's 2 for 3 in the game. 2 hits in his last 2 tries, including an RBI double. First pitch, almost offered up. Watched it inside for ball 1. One-zero pitch now. Hard ground ball over to first. Breeden has it. He'll take it to the bag himself. And Waynesville will leave the bases loaded. But Owensville does increase their lead once more. After finding 10 in the second, they do add 2 more here in the 5th. 2 runs on 4 hits. Excuse me, how about 5 hits? There was no errors, and there was 3 runners left on base. So, Waynesville, a setback here. The lead's back to 6. 12-6, in fact, as we enter the bottom of the 5th. Back in 60 seconds, you're listening to Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
Turn on the heat. Call AirServe Heating and Air in West Waynesville and get your existing system checked and serviced. If it's time to step up and get a new system, the Luxair high-performance heating and air equipment is top of the line. Luxair sets the standard year in and year out with new features and innovations in the industry and has since 1954. Your Luxair system is just a phone call away at AirServe Heating and Air at 433-3613 or stop by the office on Historic Route 66 in West Waynesville and ask about the Luxair Advantage. Napa Premium Performance Motor Oil is just $3.99 a quart, or $17.99 for the 5-quart jug this month at your Napa Parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply. Save 25% on Royal Purple High Performance Motor Oil. Get a $10 rebate to redeem online. Get a 5-quart jug of Royal Purple and receive a Max Clean Fuel System Cleaner free. Rain-X 2-in-1 Glass Cleaner and Rain Repellent, $5.99. Ask about their specials on Avalanche Refrigerant. Lawnmower and marine batteries are in stock too at your Napa Parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply off Missouri Avenue in St. Robert, and get the good stuff 7 days a week.
Mountain Dew Zero Sugar asks, ever wonder what it would be like to live in an alternate universe? One where everything seems to work just the opposite of the way you'd expect? Well, friends, welcome to the alternate universe of Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. The taste is nothing less than outrageously delicious. And Mountain Dew Zero Sugar comes in awesomely exhilarating flavors like Original Dew Zero Sugar, Mountain Dew Spark Zero Sugar, and Mountain Dew Major Melon Zero Sugar. Try the incredible flavors of Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. Zero Sugar, all dew.
When the chaos is over and the dust settles, it's a relief to see that big old tree you've always loved still there, unharmed and confident. Confidence that brings about trust and comfort from a full-service bank right here in your own community. Your one stop for savings, checking, home equity and auto loans, and CDs and money markets. That's your protection from the storm.
The Bank of Iberia in 2 locations, Iberia and Waynesville. Come on in to the Bank of Iberia.
1-2 count here on Colton Schultz as we get back to it here. Bottom of the 5th, 12-6 our score. Waynesville trailing here in this one to the Owensville Dutchman. Next 2-strike pitch, missing outside, 2-2. 7, 8, and 9, Schultz, Althusius, Stearns. All going to hit in this inning. Schultz rips another line drive here on 2 strikes. Outside the park, though, it goes. We'll stay here. Althusius on deck. He'll be the 3rd batter to bat in the 8th slot tonight. After Heberling and Henderson. Next pitch, breaking ball. Had him fooled. Schultz took a step back on it, but it curls back into the zone, and that'll be out number 1. So Waynesville running out of outs to work with. They want to pick up those 6 runs. We'll see how Hunter can do. Hunter Althusius. Going to swing away at the first pitch, fouls one off. In that 8th slot, again, it was Heberling in the 2nd. He ripped off a sacrifice fly that gave Waynesville its first run of the game. And we saw Henderson in the 3rd. He picked up an RBI single. So this 8th slot has brought a couple runs today. But Althusius trying to continue on with it. Another swing and a foul ball. And it's 0-2. Past the 7 o'clock hour tonight. Next pitch, swung on, missed. Strike 3, back-to-back strikeouts. Here for the reliever, Adam Wilson. He'll be 2 up, 2 down for Aiden Stearns. Stearns, 1 for 2. Single and a pop out. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Next pitch, also swung on, miss, chase 1 high, 0-2. Next pitch, swung away, chase it again. And Wilson will strike out the side. So 3 batters up to the plate, 3 strikeouts here for Adam Wilson. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base here for Waynesville. Still 12-6. We've got 2 innings to work with here. Waynesville's got 6 outs to work with. They trail by 6. Back in 60 seconds, you're listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
Ever think about living to be 100 years old? Well, maybe you will. Hello, this is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. Making plans and being prepared for events in our lives is the right thing to do. At Memorial Chapels, we offer many choices in funeral planning, and we're always available to discuss options regarding how best to fund those choices. Because when it comes to important events in life, you really need to get prepared.
Mailbox It in St. Robert is now your complete shipping headquarters. Mailbox It is a UPS authorized shipping agent. They can ship your package UPS, accept UPS drop-offs, and can accept UPS returns with a shipping label. Add FedEx and the United States Postal Service, and why go anywhere else? Mailbox It is the go-to resource for packing, shipping, printing, and business service needs. Mailbox It is a copy, print, and document service center. They can even print your photos and canvases. Mailbox It, 213 Suite 3, St. Robert Boulevard.
Top of the sixth coming up here in Waynesville, and it's a 6-run ball game. Owensville leads Waynesville in this one. And Owensville riding the wave of that 10-run second inning. Did pick up 2 more runs, though, in the 5th. We'll see if Waynesville can keep them down this time. 2, 3, and 4 coming up here in this half inning. Louth, Cram, Long. First offering here to Will Louth. Misses high, ball 1. Zach Imperato still on the mound here for the Tigers. He delivers a 1-0 fastball that again stays too high, 2-0. Imperato took over in the second inning. Long relief job today. 2-0, inside edge, strike 1. They call the long reliever. 2-1. Here's a swing. Comebacker goes past. Over to short, but Eli Vorn unable to make the play. Ball rolls up the arm. That'll go down as an error. Waynesville's 4th error today. As Louth finds his way aboard. So another leadoff batter on here for Owensville, bringing us to right fielder Wyatt Cram. Cram, who's 3 for 3 today. Facing a 1-0, now pops one up. Going back, off behind us. Yep, behind us, I heard it. 1-1. Ram singled in the first, walked and scored in the second. Singled in the third and singled in the 5th. He's actually not reached home plate on any at-bat except for the time he walked. Next pitch, too high, throw down to second, they got him! So Louth caught in between first and second. A nice throw by Vernon. And that wipes that leadoff base runner away. Waynesville has had a little bit of success, at least in that category. Second time they've caught somebody stealing. Here's a swing, fly ball, sent off towards center. Coming up on it, Aiden Stearns makes the catch, and that'll be out number 2. So despite the error to begin the inning, Waynesville's been able to find back-to-back outs. See if they can end the inning here. Remember, the runs came with 2 outs in the previous inning. Here comes Austin Long. Long has got a complicated line today. He takes the first pitch high and inside, ball 1. Reached on an error in the first. 2 RBI double in the second. Popped out to second in the third. Reached on a fielder's choice in the 5th, but then was thrown out at home plate. Next pitch to him here. Fly ball, right side, but hooking foul. Comes down, strike 1. It's thrown out at home, trying to come home on what would have been a wild pitch. Quick thinking from Vernon and Imperato to prevent that run. Of course, in the end, 2 runs came home anyway. But it was a bit of a shining line. Next pitch. Found the corner, strike 2. So Imperato perhaps 1 pitch away. What would be Waynesville's first 1-2-3 inning. Here is that pitch. Ground ball over to third. Althusius bobbles it a bit. Takes his time on the throw, and he didn't get him. And that'll be an error. So Althusius bobbled it over at third. Double clutched it on the throw. Unfortunately, it just took a little bit too much time, allowing Long to find first base, giving Waynesville its fifth error today. Second error in the inning. Fortunately, the first one didn't end up hurting. See if this one does, as the first pitch here to Chris Allen. This is high, it's ball one. Allen 1 for 2. He sends a soft ground ball down the third base line. Starting to head fair, but Althusius will knock it away to keep that one foul. Even flashed a little smile toward Allen as he goes back to the bag. Not messing with that one. 1-1 count. And still 2 outs. Next pitch. Taken high, ball 2. And if I didn't mention it earlier, Allen hit by 2 pitches today. But he's made it through. No longer being assailed by baseballs. At least not yet. 2-1. Inside half. 2-2. Long taking a lead over on first. About a 2-step lead. Next pitch, Long taking off. Pitch misses low. Throw down to second. Not going to be in time. As Long has the stolen base. We'll go full at 3-2 meanwhile. Back at home plate. So full count. Emperado delivers. Payoff pitch. Hard ground ball. Stays alive. Foul territory. Still 3-2. Again, do not forget, district baseball coming up on Saturday, if we do not get rain, over in Crocker. Maybe go over that one more time. Next payoff pitch, too high, ball 4. And Allen does draw the walk. So the inning continues on. It'll be first and second. Stepping in now, shortstop Zayden Gates. 6 Frisco League teams in Class 2 District 9. One of them going to be district champions. We'll have every game from that district starting Saturday, again Monday, and then Tuesday. Tuesday being the championship. Here's a ground ball over toward third. Althusius has it. He'll actually just apply the tag to the advancing Long and end the inning via fielder's choice. So, Waynesville keeps them scoreless here in the 6th, maintains that 6-run deficit. They'll try to pick up some more runs. They again have 6 outs to work with. 6 outs to pick up 6 runs. For Owensville, no runs, no hits. There were 2 errors, and there were 2 runners left on base. 12-6 our score. Back in 60, you're listening to Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
As the years go by, everything gets older. Even the new seeds just planted. Getting older means getting wiser. And in the banking business, that means keeping up with the times. For 112 years, the Bank of Crocker has met the needs of the Fort Wood area and exceeded those needs with the most modern banking services available. With Android and Apple mobile banking apps. And at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is a click away no matter where you are. Personal hometown service, however, has not changed. That's one thing that's stayed the same as the Bank of Crocker turns 112. The Bank of Crocker, with 4 locations in Crocker, Richland, Waynesville, and St. Robert. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Hey folks, Mike Freeman with Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert, where you'll always get more. With one of the largest pre-owned inventories in the area, you'll get more selection. With a friendly professional sales team, you'll get more customer service. And with incredible deals right now on every pre-owned in stock, you'll get more for your money. Come by Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert today or shop 24/7 at edmorsefordstrobert.com. And remember, you'll always get more when you shop at Ed Morse.
Bottom of the 6th, Waynesville, like I said, 6 outs to pick up 6 runs. We're able to pick up the first 6 runs in about 3 innings. They'll need to pick up the pace a little bit here, but they will have the top of the order checking in here. 1, 2, and 3. Connor Harbert, Z102.3. Adam Wilson continuing on the mound for the Dutchman. Able to work through that 5th inning. Here's a swing and a pop-up. Right side, over the fence, off into the stands, 0-1. Struck out the side. Back in the 5th. Struck out Schultz, Malthusius, and Stearns as well. Let's see if the top of the order can give him the what for. Emperado is 1 for 2. Picked up a single back in the first. Does represent one of those 6 runs. He walked in the second, later came around to score. Part of a 2 RBI single for Peyton Breeden later in the inning. 1-1. It's a fastball that finds the corner, 1-2. One-two count now. Next pitch. That's been called a strike before, but Emperado stays alive. 2-2. As we've seen this season, inside-outside can be kind of wishy-washy at times. See if Emperado can make him pay. Next pitch. Swung on, fly ball right field. Coming up, the right fielder slides, makes the catch. Graham slides into it and steals Emperado's hit. Waynesville down to 5 outs now. 1 away. Here's Luke Vore.
Number 2.
Vore another chance. 0 for 1. First pitch, missing low and away, ball 1. Popped out to second in the first. Walked in the second. Picked up an RBI with the bases loaded. Walked in the fourth. Later scored on a wild pitch. 1-0. Inside corner, 1-1. On deck, again, Peyton Breeden. 1-1 offering from Wilson. Swing, comebacker to the mound. Wilson gloves it. Throw to first. Wyrick has it. Out number 2. So a fly out and a ground out. First 2 are down here for Waynesville. Trying to keep the inning alive here. It's Peyton Breeden. Breeden takes a cut. First pitch. Fouls it into the net. It's 0-1. NFL schedule releasing today. Sure you go check that out. Well, I will later. It's baseball season. I'm focused on that first. Next pitch here to Breeden. Missing high. 1-1. Breeden again, I mentioned that 2 RBI single back in the second. Part of a 4-run inning. That's been Waynesville's benchmark tonight. It's also walked and struck out. First time facing Wilson here. Here's a foul ball off to the right. In fact, it was after Breeden's at-bat in the fourth. Now we saw Wilson come into the ballgame. Wilson's shut down Waynesville since then. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Next pitch. Trying to bend one in, but it stays inside. 2-2. Two's on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Next offering from Wilson on the way. Fouled off again. So Breeden fighting off what would have been strike 3. Next one, hard hit fly ball out toward right, but right at Cram, who makes the catch and ends the inning. So a second straight 1-2-3 inning here for Waynesville. They'll have 3 outs in the bottom of the 7th to find however many runs they need here in this one. But how many? We'll find out. At the moment, it's 6, 12-6 in favor of Owensville. Back in 60 seconds, you're listening to Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
Your husband is pretty handy to have around. He makes the world's best mac and cheese. He's in the Tickle Monster Hall of Fame. And he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. But a busted pipe in a basement full of water?
Honey, I think we need a plumber.
Is a little out of his league. That's where a homeowner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help get your house back in order and your husband back to what he does best.
For a free insurance review,
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your shelter insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your shelter insurance agent in Richland.
Wondering where to go for care at Phelps Health? For non-life-threatening conditions that require ongoing care and prevention, like annual checkups or colds, make an appointment with one of our primary care providers. When you need immediate attention for non-life-threatening health matters, like a cut that may require stitches, our immediate care clinics in Rolla and Waynesville are here to help. And if you're experiencing life-threatening medical issues, the Phelps Health Emergency Department is committed to caring for you when you need it most. Visit phelpshealth.org to learn more.
Perhaps the final inning here in Waynesville, top of the 7th. Owensville back up to the plate. The Dutchmen, they currently lead Waynesville in this one, 12-6. Again, 10 runs in the second and 2 in the 5th. Waynesville will get a chance in the bottom of the 7th, but we'll need to see how many runs they'll need to try and find. You know, it's going to be a bit of a tall order. Waynesville's biggest inning today has been 4 runs, but it's certainly not impossible. Definitely not 6. First pitch here to Chase Wyrick. It's fouled off to the right. 0-1. Wyrick having a big day at the plate. 2 doubles, a single, and a walk. He's got 3 RBIs in this one. Here's another base hit into left field. Starting to wonder why he's batting in the 7 slot here, as he's just had his way with Waynesville pitching tonight. Now 4 for 4. He quickly finds his way aboard in that leadoff single. So Wyrick aboard. Here's J.J. Brown taking a first pitch, too high for ball 1. Emperado still in the ball game as your pitcher. As one's popped up into center field, that comes down just past the glove of Vore over at second. Now will advance the base runners to first and second now. So 2 quick hits to begin the inning. Waynesville's got itself a bit of an issue here. Don't want to make it too hard on yourself in the bottom of the 7th. The first pitch is delivered to Kleekamp up high. One 1-0 count to Kleekamp, who has walked 4 times tonight. 1-0, swing and a miss. 1-1. Scored twice today. He's been left stranded the last 2 times, though. In fact, both those walks came in the second inning in which he scored. Next one, line drive into right field for a base hit. Wyrick going to hold up over at third here. It'll be bases loaded, nobody out. Here for the top of the order. 3 straight singles. 15 base hits here for Owensville now. And Emperado will have to find his way out of this one here. Going through the top of the order, first up, center fielder Landon Eli. Eli 2 hits in this one. Takes a first pitch strike, though. His 6th trip to the plate here in the 7th. 0-1 now. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Does this one leave the park here? No, it does not. It's actually going to be caught by Emperado for out number 1. That's a good start on things. Emperado makes the catch in foul territory. Leaves those runners held over at first, second, third. Here's Will Louth. Louth is 1 for 5. His hit came back in the second. Working quickly, though, sends a line drive immediately into center field for another base hit. Out in center field, Stern's having trouble coming up with it. That's going to score 2 runs, and it's back to an 8-run ball game here at 14-6. A 4th single here in this inning. This time scoring 2. So runners on first and second now, 1 out. So here's another swing, pop up into foul territory. Althusius giving chase. Does he have room? He did, but he was unable to make the catch. And it falls harmlessly to the ground for strike 1. Dwight Cram at the plate. 3 for 4. And Owensville now 16 hits to pick up 14 runs. They'll need 8 now in the bottom of the 7th. Perhaps Morris. Here's a swing, line drive, right center. That's going to get down. That's going to score at least 1 here, rounding third. We'll see if they go for 2. Stearns has it in center field. He comes in with it. It's only going to score 1, but now it's again a 9-run game at 15-6. It's not a single, but don't think a double's much better. As Kleekamp scores from second, Louth moves around over to third. Second and third here, and that might be the end of Emperado. It's a visit to the mound, and so it will be the end of Emperado. At least his time on the mound here. Stearns will move back over to left, Emperado back out to center, and it looks like it'll be Creed Jones on the mound. He'll take over. Runners on second and third, 1 out, in what is now a 9-run ball game. So, things not going too well here for Waynesville in the top of the 7th. We'll see if Jones can find the outs they need to at least keep this where it's at. Back in a few, you're listening to Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
The trucks are coming in and coming in. Lowe Chevrolet in Waynesville has vehicles on the lot with your name on it. Stop by and check out the selection. Take your pick and drive off the lot today with a new or pre-owned vehicle of your choice. Lowe Chevrolet can help you with financing, service, and so much more. Serving the community you live in for over 30 years. Lowe Chevrolet, off I-44, exit 156 in Waynesville.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Again?
Yeah.
I'm on my way.
What you put off maintaining today could cost you more later on. When it comes to your vehicle's tires, it's essential for your safety and the safety of others that your tire pressure, tread, and sidewalls are in good shape. Drive with peace of mind.
At Clark Tire Company of Camdenton, you can always count on the friendly staff who value their customers. For tire service and maintenance to keep your family safe, stop in Clark Tire of Camdenton.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
Another run scored here for Owensville as we come back to it. Bloop single down the right field line. Came down right on the line, giving a dive after it. Lucas Vore wasn't able to come up with it, and so make it a 10-run game, 16-6. As Owensville is finding themselves another big inning. Connor Harbert here with you, Z102.3. Creed Jones, the new pitcher in the ball game. The hits just keep coming for the Dutchman. Again, this is a team that was averaging just 5 runs a game coming into this one. They've exploded for 16. And they lead once again by 10. First pitch here too, Chris Allen. Long takes off for second, no throw. Misses high, it's ball 1. Well, no, now on its way. Finds his own, strike 1. So again, Jones on the mound here. Hayden Stearns moves back over to left. And Emperado retakes his spot over in center. Next one, outside, gets away from Vernon. Play at the plate is not in time, 17-6. A wild pitch advances both runners. There'll be a runner on third, now one out, but now 17-6. New largest lead of the game. Now it's been a 5-run inning here for Owensville. So with that, we can officially close the door on Emperado's day. The runner on third, the responsibility of Jones. 2-1. Fly ball behind us, 2-2. Emperado pitched all the way from the final out of the second to 1 out in the 7th. Four and 2/3 today. Next pitch, 2-strike pitch, called strike 3. Chris Allen strikes out looking. First strikeout here for Jones, and now a chance to end the inning here. With Zayden Gates coming to the plate. Waynesville will get a bottom of the 7th, as the runner will just take off. Time was called, by the way, so Long will have to go all the way back to third. Well, they could pull a fast one. But it'll be a runner on third, 2 outs. So Gates back to the plate now. Pitch here, misses low, 1-0. Emperado going 4 and 2/3, giving up 7 runs. Ten hits. Struck out 2. Walked a few. Again, having to go through quite a bit of at-bats today. As the 2-0 finds the zone for 2-1. Five walks. And 7 earned runs. We'll go through that line a little bit quicker here in a moment. 2-1 the count. 2 outs here to Gates. Next pitch. In the zone, 2-2. So 4 and 2/3, 7 runs, 10 hits, 2 strikeouts, 5 walks, and 7 earned runs today for Emperado. Most of that coming, unfortunately, here in the 7th. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Misses the corner, 3-2. We go full. Gates, the 9th batter of the inning. Owensville is batted around for a 2nd time in this game. Here is the payoff pitch. Fouled it off. Stays alive. A ball game that's just over 2.5 hours old now. Game got started a little late today because of the weather. First couple innings of this game took place in pouring rain. Next payoff pitch on its way. Outside, gets away from Vernon. Runner will stay over at third, but it'll be 1st and 3rd. Here with still 2 outs.
Number 23, Chase Wyrick.
So the man who started the inning comes back up here, Chase Wyrick. He'll get a 6th at bat. And again, Wyrick has a chance to do even more damage. 4 for 4 today with a walk. 4 RBIs. Started this inning with a single, later came around to score. Now gets another opportunity. Jones coming set from the stretch. First pitch. Inside. Ball 1. Jones, the side armor. Getting that bright orange hair here on senior night. One of a handful of seniors. Next pitch, too high. Vernon fakes a throw over toward first, 2-0. Ten seniors, as far as the roster I have is concerned. Pickoff throw to first. Breeden has it, applies the tag, but he's called safe. So still 2-0 here at the plate. 2-0. Outside, ball 3. There is an empty base, so a walk would just simply load the bases. Here comes the 3-0. Jones delivers, outside, ball 4. Bases loaded. Long stays at third, Gates to second. Wyrick takes his place on first. Still has not been left off the base paths on this one. And here comes left fielder J.J. Brown. Brown's 2 for 5. Did not have the greatest start in this game. He's 0 for 3, but now 2 straight singles in his last 2 tries, including in this inning. Fouls the first one off. It's 0-1. 6 hits in the inning, 18 hits total for the Dutchman, 17 runs. $15 of them scored in 2 innings. 0-1 now. Here's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Jones well ahead in the count. The only other inning that the Dutchman scored today, that was the 5th, when they scored the 2. 0-2 on the way. Staying high. Makes it 1-2. Eleventh batter of the inning, 1-2 pitch. Outside, 2-2. No room to give here. Needs to find a result here in this at-bat that is not a walk. 2-2 coming in now. 2-0, 3-2. You know, I'd say I'm spoiled, but I don't really want to see this play. 3-2, 2 outs, everybody's running. I'd rather have just gotten the strike 3. Jones coming through the windup, though. The payoff pitch, swung and miss. Just making it a little interesting. He'll eventually get himself the strikeout. So he'll strike out Brown. Jones will have his second strikeout of the game, but the damage has really been done. Waynesville faces its largest deficit of the game heading into the bottom of the 7th. They'll need 11 to tie and 12 to win. We've seen a 13-run inning this year. Did not happen for Waynesville. Did not happen for their opponent, but why not now? Why not find the runs you need? We'll see if they can do it when we come back in 60 seconds. You're listening to Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
Turn on the heat. Call AirServe Heating and Air in West Waynesville and get your existing system checked and serviced. If it's time to step up and get a new system, the Luxair high-performance heating and air equipment is top of the line. Luxair sets the standard year in and year out with new features and innovations in the industry and has since 1954. Your Luxair system is just a phone call away at AirServe Heating and Air at 433-3613 or stop by the office on Historic Route 66 in West Waynesville and ask about the Luxair Advantage. Napa Premium Performance Motor Oil is just $3.99 a quart, or $17.99 for the 5-quart jug this month at your Napa Parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply. Save 25% on Royal Purple High Performance Motor Oil. Get a $10 rebate to redeem online. Get a 5-quart jug of Royal Purple and receive a Max Clean Fuel System Cleaner free. Rain-X 2-in-1 Glass Cleaner and Rain Repellent, $5.99. Ask about their specials on Avalanche Refrigerant. Lawnmower and marine batteries are in stock too at your Napa Parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply off Missouri Avenue in St. Robert, and get the good stuff 7 days a week.
Do or die time here for the Waynesville Tigers as we enter the bottom of the 7th. 17-6 our score. Waynesville had trailed by 10. They cut the lead back to 4, but now they trail by 11 after giving up another 5 runs in the top half of the inning. But we'll see if they can get it done here. Like I said before the break, I've seen a 13-run inning this year. So I'm not willing to call this one done just yet. It's gonna take a lot. But let's see what happens here. Creed Jones at the plate, fouls one off behind us. Strike 1. You might remember that game. It was way back at the beginning of the year. I think it was actually our first non-Waynesville broadcast. Iberia and Bell. Iberia trailing in that one, picked up 13 runs in the tail end of that game. Almost gave it away. But those 13 runs were what they needed. 0-1 pitch is a fastball outside, 1-1. So what I'm trying to say is, try to play it out and see what you can get. 1-1 pitch here from Adam Wilson, who remains in the game. It's a called strike. And it goes 1-2 here on Jones. Jones 1 for 3 today. Next offering. Missed it high, 2-2. Jones, Vernon, Vore. 4, 5, and 6 hitting in this inning. Obviously, we'll need to bat around. They want to make the comeback. 2-2 now. Breaking ball, line drive out in the left field. That's a base hit. Jones will have his second hit of the day. He'll stop at first, but it's a leadoff single. Here for again, Creed Jones. So there's one hit down. How many more can you string together? Here's David Vernon. Vernon has Waynesville's only extra base hit today. That was a double, all the way back in inning number 2. Eventually brought home to score on a sacrifice fly. Scoring up to bunt, pulls it back. The pitch, though, finds the corner, and it's 0-1. So an 0-1 count here on Vernon as he lets the first one go by. See if he tries to square up to bunt again. Nope, swinging away, but watches it outside for a 1-1. Saturday, Monday, Tuesday. Our next 3 broadcast dates. Class 2 District 9 baseball. Of course, I know rain's predicted for all 3 of those days. It's the 1-1 misses low for ball 2. But honestly, what day is not predicted to have a little rainfall for the next week and a half or so? See what happens there. 2-1 now. Swung on, miss. Make it 2-2 against Vernon. I know Saturday they were saying it's actually a pretty solid chance. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. 2-2 count. Nobody out. Runner on first here for Waynesville. Next pitch from Wilson. Missed the corner here, 3-2. Well, now they're saying no rain on Saturday. So what did I read all day on the air? I don't get it anymore. I really don't. Full count. Payoff pitch coming in from Wilson. Taking off for second is Jones. Swing, miss, strike 3. Tag over at second, not in time. So they'll get the bag over at second, but there will be no strike him out, throw him out. But Waynesville's down to its final 2 outs. With Vernon gone, here comes Eli Vore. Picked at high of 85 on Saturday. Hope to see some of you out there in Crocker. First pitch here to Vore, missing high. It's ball 1. Vore's day today. He's 1 for 3 with a single. Singled in the third, later scored. At the time, had made it 10-5. Next pitch runs inside, makes it 2-0. Colton Schultz on deck. As Jones takes the lead over on second. Wilson takes a look back, now fires the 2-0. Well outside, ball 3. So a 3-0 count here. We'll see if Vore just takes the next one. Or if he's got the green light. Wilson delivers. 2 low. 1 hops the plate. Vore draws the walk. First and second here with 1 out. So actually we will not be seeing Colton Schultz. We'll actually have ourselves a pinch hitter. It'll be Carson Sutphin. Sutphin, who we saw for the first time as far as the broadcasts go on Monday against Licking. Did find himself a double in that game. One of a handful of freshmen who got time during that game. Takes a first pitch strike, 0-1. Waynesville going with the all-freshman pitching staff on that day, including Sutphin. 0-1, missing high, 1-1. Did give up 9 runs in that game. But Licking a very, very good ball club. Wilson stepping off the rubber for a second to fake a throw over towards second. Comes back to the plate. Now delivers the 1-1. Sutphin, ground ball over towards short. It's a slow roller here. Play has to go to first. Gates has it, but the ball is dropped and everybody's safe. I think it'll be an error. I think Sutphin would have been out. So that's what we'll give. But ultimately, does it really matter for Waynesville at this point? Just get on base. Give the air to the shortstop, Gates. The throw was too low for the first baseman to handle. And with the bases loaded, here's Hunter Althusius once more. Althusius, our first repeat hitter here in this 8 slot. Takes the first pitch, misses, 1-0. Again, 3 different hitters and 3 different at-bats so far. But the 4th time up this 8 slot has. Althusius takes another one up high, ball 2. He struck out swinging his first time, though, so he is 0 for 1. Next offering, hard ground ball, third base side, but foul, 2-1. Remember, bases loaded here. That tying run still very much in the dugout. But so far, so good. You have 2 outs to work with. 2-1 now delivered by Wilson. High and inside, ball 3. We'll take a walk. We'll take a lot of them. A walk does score a run. Again, 3-1. Next pitch. Here's a line drive. We'll take that too. That gets down. That's going to score at least 1 run. Rounding third is Vore. He's going to hold up, actually. He's going to dive back to third. Throw is not going to be in time. It'll just be a 1 RBI single, but still an RBI single. Base is still loaded. Still 1 out. It's 17-7. So Vore perhaps wisely holding up at third. Again, kind of had to hold up there for a second with that line drive to make sure that was going to come down. He makes sure that you're not really risking anything just yet. You need runs, sure, but you don't need to risk anything, you know. Just keep the line moving. That's really the most important thing. So, no pitching change here. We did get a visit to the mound in between. Althusius does get credit for the RBI. Stepping in now, here's Aiden Stearns. Stearns 1 for 3. Struck out his last time up. Takes a first pitch strike. Taking a pitch this time. Last time up, 3 straight swings. 3 straight misses. Getting a feel for it here. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss this time, and it's 0-2. Two-strike pitch, too high. Stearns lays off, 1-2. Vore on third, Sutphin on second, Althusius on first. A 1-2 count. Wilson fires. Too high again. 2-2. Again, 1 out here. 10-run ball game. Next pitch. Taken. Strike 3 called. Stearns can't pull the trigger. He'll strike out for the second straight at-bat. And Waynesville's down to its final out. With the top of the order here, Zach Emperado. Emperado, center fielder. 5th trip to the plate here. 1 for 4, 1 for 3. Swinging away, first pitch, fouls one off. Oh, and 1 here. Waynesville down to 2 strikes. Emperado had a single in the first, walked in the second, later scored. Flew out to left in the 4th, flew out to right in the 6th. Put bat to ball today. Fortunately, hasn't found any green. 1 strike pitch, high and inside, ball 1. Luke Vore on deck if Emperado manages to keep the line moving. 1-1 now. Emperado fouling off another one. 1-2. Waynesville now down to its final strike. Next pitch. Here's a swing. Fly ball out toward left. Moving back on it's Brown. And that'll be it for the ball game. Waynesville, unfortunately, unable to keep the Dutchman offense down. They fall by 10 runs here in their final home game of the season, 17-7. So 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, one error, and 3 runners left on base here in the 7th. We'll do what we always do. We'll take ourselves a moment. We will come back, and then we'll talk things over and get you set up for the weekend. But again, your final score, Owensville 17, Waynesville 7. You're listening to Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
Mountain Dew Zero Sugar asks, ever wonder what it would be like to live in an alternate universe? One where everything seems to work just the opposite of the way you'd expect? Well, friends, welcome to the alternate universe of Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. The taste is nothing less than outrageously delicious. And Mountain Dew Zero Sugar comes in awesomely exhilarating flavors like Original Dew Zero Sugar, Mountain Dew Spark Zero Sugar, and Mountain Dew Major Melon Zero Sugar. Try the incredible flavors of Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. Zero Sugar, all dew.
When the chaos is over and the dust settles, it's a relief to see that big old tree you've always loved still there, unharmed and confident. Confidence that brings about trust and comfort from a full-service bank right here in your own community. Your one stop for savings, checking, home equity and auto loans, and CDs and money markets. That's your protection from the storm.
The Bank of Iberia in 2 locations, Iberia and Waynesville. Come on in to the Bank of Iberia.
Ever think about living to be 100 years old? Well, maybe you will. Hello, this is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. Making plans and being prepared for events in our lives is the right thing to do. At Memorial Chapels, we offer many choices in funeral planning, and we're always available to discuss options regarding how best to fund those choices. Because when it comes to important events in life, you really need to get prepared.
Mailbox It in St. Robert is now your complete shipping headquarters. Mailbox It is a UPS authorized shipping agent. They can ship your package UPS, accept UPS drop-offs, and can accept UPS returns with a shipping label. Add FedEx and the United States Postal Service, and why go anywhere else? Mailbox It is the go-to resource for packing, shipping, printing, and business service needs. Mailbox It is a copy, print, and document service center. They can even print your photos and canvases. Mailbox It, 213 Suite 3, St. Robert Boulevard. As the years go by, everything gets older, even the new seeds just planted. Getting older means getting wiser. And in the banking business, that means keeping up with the times. For 112 years, the Bank of Crocker has met the needs of the Fort Wood area and exceeded those needs with the most modern banking services available. With Android and Apple mobile banking apps, and at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is a click away no matter where you are. Personal hometown service, however, has not changed. That's one thing that's stayed the same as the Bank of Crocker turns 112. The Bank of Crocker, with 4 locations in Crocker, Richland, Waynesville, and St. Robert. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Hey folks, Mike Freeman with Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert, where you'll always get more. With one of the largest pre-owned inventories in the area, you'll get more selection. With a friendly professional sales team, you'll get more customer service. And with incredible deals right now on every pre-owned in stock, you'll get more for your money. Come by Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert today, or shop 24/7 at edmorsefordstrobert.com. And remember, you'll always get more when you shop at Ed Morse.
The big inning, unfortunately, dooms Waynesville here tonight. They fall in their final regular season contest to Owensville, 17-7 here tonight. Well, if you take away the 10 runs in the second, you take away the 5 runs in the 7th, you're looking pretty good for the day. But unfortunately, you can't take away innings like that. Unfortunately, you kind of have to take what you're given. And unfortunately, Waynesville just really had 2 horrible innings here tonight. Horrible, kind of a strong word, but I mean, when you take a look at things, it certainly really is the case. In the second inning, of course, Owensville sends up 14 batters, sends up 11 in the 7th. Yeah, you just got to make sure that's not usually conducive to a winning ball game. Waynesville did find a lot of offense themselves, but really just didn't give themselves much of a chance to win. So let's go over some final lines here in this one. Again, Connor Harvey here with you, Z102.3. Waynesville today, 7 runs on 10 hits. Like I said, did have quite a bit of offense here today. They did commit 5 errors, though, in the field, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. They left 9 runners on base. But again, we talked about Owensville's offense here today, and you got to give Owensville their share of flowers. This is a team that didn't really score a whole lot of runs per game heading in. I believe it was about 5.2 runs per game, but they basically took it to Waynesville pitching here today. 17 runs, 18 hits. They only committed 1 error in the field at the very end of the game, and they left 15 runners on base. That really tells you it could have been worse. Waynesville, though, was able to work out of a few bases loaded jams. So you kind of take the good with the bad there. You're at least getting out of some of these bases loaded jams, but you kind of got punished on some bases loaded jams as well. Winning pitcher here today for Owensville, Owen Brinkholter. He goes 3 1/3 here today, gives up 6 runs, 7 hits, 2 strikeouts, 4 walks, and 6 earned runs here today. He was relieved by Adam Wilson, who went 3 2/3, gave up only 1 run, 3 hits, 6 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 1 earned run. He was by far and away the most successful pitcher here today of those who pitched more than just a couple of outs. Anyway, loss goes to Peyton Breeden here today. He goes an inning and 2/3. You got to feel kind of bad for Breeden. He did get the kind of worst of it here today. He did have to pitch in that pouring rain. Remember, that second inning came during the pouring rain. You can't really make excuses. You still have to pitch the ball, but you got to remember that in context. He goes an inning and 2/3, gives up 10 runs, 5 hits, 2 strikeouts, 4 walks, and 7 of those runs earned here today. Did have a few errors behind him as well. Zach Imperato, he comes in, he goes 4 2/3, pitches really well for a long time there. Unfortunately, the wheels kind of fell off there in the 7th inning. He gives up 7 runs, 10 hits, 2 strikeouts, 5 walks, and 7 earned runs as well. 14 of the 17 Owensville runs were earned here today. Creed Jones comes in. He closes things out. He goes 2/3. He gives up no runs, 3 hits, 2 strikeouts, and 1 walk as well. So Waynesville, they'll finish up the regular season at 2-21 as they look forward to postseason play. Again, that coming up on May 17th, next Wednesday. We will see that game. Of course, we will not be broadcasting that game over toward the St. Louis area. We'll actually be keeping it a little bit closer to home. We'll talk about that in just a moment, but we know they'll be taking on the number 1 seed in that district in the Eureka Wildcats. Eureka, a 30-game winner this season, I believe 30-3, so Waynesville going to have a tough test ahead of them there in that one. Meanwhile, Owensville, they finished their season at 5-18, and they look forward to Class 4 districts next week as well. But we look forward to Class 2 districts. That'll be our last few broadcasts of the season as far as we've planned it out. I don't know what continues on past that district point, but we've got Class 2 District 9 baseball coming up next as we start things out with our 4-5 and our 3-6 matchup coming up on Saturday. 5:30 is the scheduled first pitch over in Crocker. Our first game will be the 4-seeded Richland Bears taking on the 5-seeded Lakeway Hornets. And after the conclusion of that one, like I said, we'll probably send it on back to the studio for a little bit in between games. We'll kind of close up. We'll kind of come back for that second game, but we'll have the 3-6 matchup. It will be the Plato Eagles, the 3 seed, taking on the number 6 seed Newburgh Wolves. Of course, Iberia, the 1 in that district, Crocker, the 2 seed in that district. They will play on Monday in those semifinals. Iberia will take on the winner of the 4-5. Crocker will take on the winner of the 3-6. And then whoever makes it out of those semifinals, they will play in the championship game on Tuesday, the 16th. A quick turnaround there, I believe. It's either a 5 or a 7 start. Do not know. We will certainly talk about it. So, with that being said, hopefully you'll join me for some district baseball again coming up this weekend. But that'll do it for me here tonight, however. Again, your final score in this one, Waynesville. They fall here tonight to Owensville 17-7. For Dan back in the studio and everyone else involved, I am Connor Harbit. Hope you enjoyed listening to this one as much as I enjoy bringing it to you here tonight. Until next season, you've been listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball right here on Z102.3. Good night, everybody. Be good people.
You've been listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball on 102.3 on your FM dial. Brought to you by Air Serv Heating and Air, the Marys County Bank, Mailbox It, Lowe's Chevrolet, the Bank of Crocker, Waynesville Memorial Chapels, Ed Morris Ford, Shelter Insurance Agents Dave Holland and John Gregory, St. Robert Auto Supply, Phelps Health, the Bank of Iberia, and the Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company. We hope you enjoyed today's games. We'll see you next time here on 102.3 FM for more Waynesville Tiger Baseball.